With math skills I hear, we can't go wrong. Dean and Katie, the mods on the team, keeping the chat clean, like a shining beam. They're the backbone of the channel, always by our side. Together we're united, through every game and stride. In the World of Warcraft, our joy is complete. When math skills and his community, we can't be beat. From healing in dungeons to PvP, we're the best that found, rocking the game and anthem.
I can't feel my legs. Where is my alive? Holy shit. What the fuck? I literally looked at it and I died.
Grinding keys, we rise and shine. Let community on the path to climb. Pushing boundaries, never gonna stop. Mythic plus runs, we reach the top. Dungeons and bosses, a challenge we crave. Slaying monsters with fearless and brave. 1 to 15, we conquer each stage. In Mythic plus, we're all the rage. Body's depleted, but we feel alive. Pushing limits, we strive to strive. From low to high, we're always on the go. The thrill of the chase, it makes us glow.
Jesus Christ! Huge mob here. Man, it's okay, dude. Okay, dude. I'm out of here, dude. Get the fuck out of here. I'm out of here, man.
Embrace your core. Embrace your belly muscles. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's enough. 7. Oh my god, this is more than I thought. Oh my god.
Call the hospital.
He's dead. Like a raccoon that would potentially kill you.
Hey there.
Special thanks to Dean and KVN for providing me the clips, and for every pleb community members, subscribe to Matt Skills on YouTube.
When that skill starts streaming, we all gather round, happy and excited, ready to throw it down. We're part of the pleb community, our love is strong. With math skills I hear, we can't go wrong. Dean and Katie, the mods on the team, keeping the chat clean, like a shining beam. They're the backbone of the channel, always by our side. Together we're united, through every game and stride. In the World of Warcraft, our joy is complete. When math skills and his community, we can't be beat. From healing in dungeons to PvP, mayhem, we're the best that found, rocking the game and anthem.
I can't feel my legs. Where is my alive? Holy shit. What the fuck? I literally looked at it and I died.
Grinding keys, we rise and shine. Let community on the path to climb. Pushing boundaries, never gonna stop. Mythic plus runs, we reach the top. Dungeons and bosses, a challenge we crave. Slaying monsters with fearless and brave. 1 to 15, we conquer each stage. In Mythic plus, we're all the rage. depleted, but we feel alive. Pushing limits, we strive to strive. From low to high, we're always on the go. The thrill of the chase, it makes us glow.
Jesus Christ! There's a huge moth here! Okay, dude. Okay, dude. I'm out of here, dude. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Embrace your core. Embrace your belly muscles. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's enough. 7. Oh my god, this is more than I thought. Oh my god.
Call the hospital.
He's dead. Like a raccoon that would potentially kill you.
Hey there.
Special thanks to Dean and KVN for providing me the clips, and for every pleb community members, subscribe to Matt Skills on YouTube.
When that skill starts streaming, we all gather around, happy and excited, ready to throw it down. We're part of the pleb community, our love is strong. With math skills our healer, we can't go wrong. Dean and KV, the mods on the team, keeping the chat clean, like a shining beam. They're the backbone of the channel, always by our side. Together we're united, through every game and stride. In the World of Warcraft, our joy is complete. When Matt Skills and his community, we can't be beat. From healing in dungeons to PvP mayhem, we're the best that found, rocking the gaming anthem.
I can't feel my legs.
Where is my alive? Holy shit. What the fuck? I literally looked at it and I died.
Grinding keys, we rise and shine. Pleb community, on the path to climb. Pushing boundaries, never gonna stop. Mythic plus runs, we reach the top. Dungeons and bosses, a challenge we crave. Slaying monsters, we're fearless and brave. 1 to 15, we conquer each stage. In Mythic plus, we're all the rage.
Hello, Chatarinos. A bit of a late stream here for the Plebarinos. Dude, I've been working on some videos. Just need to take a little break. I'm sick of editing. No more editing today. No more editing today, eh? No more editing. No more. Why is it so? We just relax and talk about the changes. What healers are remaining? What's happening with season 2? Oh, I need to do some pre-gearing of the Juicer Paladin. Oh, beautiful Paladin. I need to start working on the UI a little bit more. Oh shit. What used to be here? It's supposed to be Avenging Wrath and it doesn't appear. Ooh. They must have tried and fix something. Oh, there you go. That was weird. That's weird. Yeah, Mr. Dean, I lost my 33 watch streak from my last stream. Wait, how'd you lose it? No, Dean! Yo, Don, is Bloody K still S plus healer, dude? It does insane amount of HPS. Makes me wanna gear up my Blood Decay. Makes me wanna gear up my Blood Decay. Blood Decay, Blood Decay, Blood Decay, Decay, Decay. Blood Decay, Blood Decay, Blood. What was I gonna do? I don't know. I was just gonna literally chillax, man. I need to get some crests for Paladin and stuff. I just wanted to like not do editing anymore. I don't like video editing at all. I don't want to watch them. No, you do. You can get the streak back. We can get the streak back. The streak is gonna be back. You can go chillax by healing my 21 Skyreach and Shaman. Are you doing 21 Stain? I need 21 AA if you're doing that. Wait, on Shaman, you doing the melee comp? My Shaman's kind of fleved. I think the Mythic plus cutoff is actually not gonna be that bad. I don't think it's actually gonna be 21 Resil. I think this has been pretty good so far. This prediction. I think these predictions have been pretty okay so far, to be honest. I think you can get. It's predicting 39.76. I actually think it's probably gonna be something like that. Maybe 80. Maybe 80 or something. It's not looking like it's gonna be 21 Brazil across the board, and I think it would be really something crazy would have to happen for that to change. But if you look at US, dude, US is predicted 1928. US is sitting at like 3,900. Why is US so bad, boys? What is going on? What is going on, dude? What the hell? It's like legit 40-point difference. 40 points is no joke. 40 points is no joke. It's always like this, though. The Europeans just have... They're just all fucking no jobs, degenerates. Fucking Europeans, they don't... It's just not... Europeans are just the degenerates, boys. I think the guild is gonna do some outrun. Some outrun, but I was gonna do something. I've been... What was I been doing? I've been chasing the legs / feet. Who wants to do a plebby magisters? Dude, the best thing I can tell you for people who want to gear up a little bit, just get yourself a 4-set and max out the 4-set. Get yourself a 4-set and max out the 4-set. That's probably the main thing you want to do. Everything else is irrelevant. Because you're probably not going to change your 4-set for a little while. I can do 1 key before the raid. It's getting the crest that is annoying as hell, man. It's getting the crest that is annoying as AF. Magister Stairs, let's go. Let's see. Are they desperate for a... I'll be honest with you. I don't think Holy Paladin is gonna be meta. I don't think Holy Paladin is gonna be meta, man. America's so busy working 80-hour weeks. I don't think Holy Paladin is gonna be meta. Mainly because it's not good to be strong early on. It's not good to be strong early on. I actually think they're gonna catch some stress. I actually, like, low key, I think they're gonna buff Mistweaver. And I think Mistweaver is gonna climb in Mythic Plus. Same thing could happen to rest of Druid. Same thing could happen to rest of Druid. See if we can get into some keys, man. Delisted, plebbed. Some people were removed from ranking also. Wait, which people are gonna be removed? Is the no shock build still pretty prevalent on the PT or no? It's they made enough changes to where you will be pressing Holy Shock. They tried to fix it in multiple ways. The first way when buffing Holy Shock didn't really get rid of the no Holy Shock build, but the difference between no Holy Shock build and a Holy Shock build wasn't that big anyways to begin with. Then they nerfed your Holy Light in terms of mana consumption, and you're just gonna be a bit more careful about your Holy Lights. But you can still be pressing Holy Shock to heal. Especially these, like... Especially in these... It does heal, like, legitimately, all of your toolkit is Holy Paladin in PTR. Does healing. It moves sparse. Like... It's kind of wild. Like, every ability that you're pressing is like, you actually feel the impact. In Mythic Plus, I think you're probably going to be more lenient towards... In Mythic Plus, you can probably do a bit more of Holy Light casting and stuff like that, but in Raid, I'm not sure. I've seen in Raid people... I'm actually not sure what people are going to be doing in Raid. Before that, they were definitely... were very, very free with their Holy Light usage. I'm assuming in Raid is going to go down a little bit. It's like, I don't know how to put it. It's like, you can press you don't have to press Holy Shock for healing, but it's like, it's not that big of a difference in my opinion. It's not that big of a difference, and there might be a lot of people who are like, oh, I really want to press Holy Shock, and you're more than welcome to do it, right? If you're gonna be like, you can't be in Mythic Plus, because a lot of people are playing Virtue as well. Because Virtue is really good, because you have talents like Moment of Compassion, your Flashlight heals for additional 50% when cast on targets with Beacon of Light or Beacon of Virtue. So you can get your infusions, you can press your Beacon of Virtue, you can consume them, and it does like an insane amount of healing. But if you're gonna be spamming Holy Light and Virtue in Mythic Plus, you are gonna run out of mana. Like, you will run out of mana if you're gonna be spamming those things back to back on cooldown. Like, your mana is not that infinite. But if you play smart around it, you can still press a lot of Holy Lights. You can play smart around it, right? But I still don't like the force set. I think they need to do something with the force set, man. I think the force set being negative effect is just super weird. It's super weird. What is the funniest healer? The most fun healer. I'm doing a video about it tomorrow. There's gonna be a video about this tomorrow. I like Prez a lot. Prez was probably the most fun healer for me based on Mythic Plus testing. I like Shaman because it's chill. I like Holy Paladin because it's OP. Is it weird to say a healer is fun because it's OP? What do you think? Is it weird if a healer is rewarding to play and therefore you like it? While the streamers D-rank present power tier list for it's harder to play, technically saying if you're shit, it's shit with logic, speak. And the game is F tier. I don't know. I don't know why people are making tier lists for meta and they're like, Prez is actually really good, but because it's hard to play, it's gonna be shit. Isn't those tier lists aimed at people who actually know how to play their specs? Like, I don't understand either, but it is what it is. Like, I assume that if you're looking at a tier list that's based on power rankings, you're expecting that that player is playing their spec to like, let's say 99% capacity, right? Let's say that. But I also get it, like, the range limitations are kind of annoying to play on certain bosses. There's a couple of bosses like Ruby Life Plus last boss with like, if everyone's all over the place, it's kind of annoying. It's also a thing where like, why should I play Prez when I can just play as something like Rest of Shaman and just have, like, you know, just have to stress way less. But like, I get your point. I get your point. Like, I'm assuming that if you're making a meta tier list, you're assuming that that person is gonna play the spec really well. Or at least that's the way I view it. I agree that Prez is not any... It is the hardest healer to play. It is the hardest healer to play. And Prez has historically always battled between, is it rewarding enough versus the effort, right? Is it rewarding versus the effort? So I can see it, like, you know, I can see it. Like, a lot of the times I would rather play Rest of Shaman and just chill versus playing Prez and having to work for it harder. Well, yeah. Hated Oracle playstyle, prefer Void Weaver. The problem with Void Weaver that it's gonna live and die based on Atonement Transfer, and at least in Mythic Plus, Atonement Transfer doesn't seem that insane. So, I don't know.
AoE.
99% of Prez players are buns though. I mean, I don't know. I feel like people who play Prez... I can't say that. I can't say that because I don't really play with other Prez, right? Because most of the time, if I'm playing Prez, I'm the only Prez in the guild because no one else wants to play Prez. But now there's people who want to play Prez. But I assume that people who play Prez are usually like, oh yeah, I'm ready for the challenge. Like, I'm ready for the challenge. They're probably fully aware that Prez is a more difficult healer, and they're like, yeah, I'm ready for this. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong with this, but this is just because I don't have real life numbers. I don't know. You know, I would say Druid is equally easy to fuck up and be in a bad spot. I think I would easily place Druid. Yo, Tommy boy. How you doing? How you doing? Gearing up the OP healers. I would say Druid after the most recent changes, especially with like cat weaving and like the latest abundance changes. I think Druid is fucking like... I think a lot of the difficulty out of Druid has been taken out. It's actually one of the reasons why I just don't like Druid anymore. I used to love doing kitty weaving and doing meaningful damage with kitty weaving and stuff like that. I think Druid has lost a lot of its complexity over the last couple of expansions. It's still difficult, but it's not for me anymore. It's actually super sad for me to say that because I started my channel as Resto Druid, essentially. And I don't see myself playing Resto Druid anymore. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Dispel.
I don't know. Pleb has spoken. I'm a pleb. I'm a pleb. I'm a pleb. Press is now rewarding for the effort before it was just doing. Yeah. Dude, like you're fucking on point, dude. I tell you, we might be brothers or something. This guy here, Y2176. I tell you, like, there's very few little things I disagree with you. We might be fucking. I don't know. It's like, who's your mother, dude? Like, what? That's exactly what I feel. You're literally taking words out of my mouth. Now, Prez feels like it actually is rewarding. Which is literally what I have in my next video coming out tomorrow. That's literally how I feel. Like a lot of the times Press feels like, fuck this, man. This is not worth the effort. Holy shit. Like, why do I have to care about the range? Why do I have to care about, like, Prez in, like, Season 1, Prez had mana issues and stuff like that. Even in Raid, it wasn't... Honestly, in Raid, Prez, at the start of Season 1, I don't think it was worth the effort, actually. So it's like, most of the time, you're like, God damn, bro, why am I playing this spec when I could play other specs, have less issues, and probably heal more or equal to it? But I think in Season 2, I'm liking, like, especially damage. And you know me, boys, I like that healer damage. At least in Mythic Plus. I'm liking it. Oh, Adam! Evoker. Someone's gonna say hypers in chat. Please, hypers in chat. Someone type the hyperinos for Adam. I need it. 2 years. 2 years. Oh my god. 2 years of primary. Wait, I'll do it. Problem is raid buff. Yeah, raid buff. If Evoker had good raid buff, I think it would be far closer to that. That's how I felt about Prez when I tried it like 2 weeks ago on live. Yeah, it's suffered with effort versus reward. It's suffered with that for a long time. I think in Season 2 it's closer. I'll be honest with you, I would still like to see a little bit more. Considering how much effort it is, I would still like to see a little bit more. But it's closer. It's closer. It's closer. I don't want to, like, if the game is gonna start being like, okay, Press is the most difficult healer and therefore it has to be the most healing, the most everything. If it's gonna start doing that, then like, it's never gonna start doing that, because then you would have like hardest DPS always doing the most damage. It's never going to be like that. Thank you, Krev. I appreciate the Hyperinos. It's never gonna do that. It's bad for the game to do that. Well, I'm not gonna say it's bad for the game, but it hasn't done that in a long time. Like, a lot of the times, historically speaking, some easy DPS tend to be good and stuff like that. And so it's like... It's much easier when you learn the rhythm of play. No, it goes for every single healer. Once you're more familiar with it, you'll get better with it. It's just that Press actually has depth to it, and you can feel like, oh shit, I nailed this down. Look at the damage I'm doing, or look at the healing that I'm doing. Holy shit, right? You'll be playing, like, people might be mad about this because I love my Resto Shaman, but you don't get the same thing with Resto Shaman. You don't get the same thing. Totemic Resto Shaman is for boomers like me, who are looking to retire and do high keys. That's literally what it is. Totemic Resto Shaman is a retirement home. For all the boomers who are looking for an easy healer, that can do well in Mythic Plus, that is not gonna, you know, get your carpet tunnel, or get your can't remember what the thing is. I forgot. My memory is not the same as it used to be. And there's nothing wrong about that. There is absolutely nothing wrong about that. Like, I'm probably gonna play Resto Shaman because I want that chillness.
Marked.
I want that. Like, if you're playing like 7, 8, 9 dungeons back to back, if you're playing all those dungeons, you're like, oh, am I gonna die here? Of course not.
Dispel.
Wait, how did this guy almost die?
Clear. Marked.
It's perfectly fine. I want to play my Resto Shaman as well because of that chill factor. Right? Tell Dior I'm a boomer. Exactly. Boomer mentality.
Clear.
I like the older Resto Druid model of typically rewarded by consistency. I don't know if I'm the right person to talk about Resto Druid. I have a bit of a negative opinion about some of the gameplay and stuff like that. And I feel like maybe that's more stemming from the fact, maybe that's just because I outgrown the playstyle or just don't like, I don't know. I don't know if it's to do with the fact that, like, I'm not saying Resto Druid got worse.
Clear.
Because it's purely my opinion about, I'm not finding Resto Druid as fun anymore, right? Like, that's probably because of my own personal things. I just don't like the playstyle. I don't feel like the DPS is rewarding enough and stuff like that. And doesn't mean that Blizzard is taking wrong action. I don't know. Maybe it does mean. I don't know. I just don't like it as much. I don't know. It's just like I thought about playing Resto Druid, and then I thought about my PTR testing as Resto Druid, especially on Mythic Plus, and just like fucking pressing hots and trying to do kitty weaving and doing like 20k DPS, like for all the effort that I put in. I'm like, what the fuck is this healer? Don't have any extensions anymore. They removed Verdant. What is that called thing? They removed the hot extension from Swiftman. You're just fucking hotting up and like you're legitimately just hotting up and you're just a hot. You're just a hot bot. It's like, it feels like fucking garbage, man. I looked at it and I was like, it's not for me. It's not for me. It's just not for me. Like, I don't want people to be like, oh shit, Resto Druid is terrible to play. It's just my personal opinion. My personal opinion. It's just, I'm not with it anymore. I'm not. Resto Druid could get like a 100% buff right now. I wouldn't play it. Like, actually wouldn't play it. You could get 100% healing increase. I'm like, no thank you. I'll stick with my other boomer healers. I don't know. But that's also based mainly on Mythic Plus. In Raid, I don't know, it's not.
AoE.
AoE. It's a lot of work and always pressing buttons and like no real reward. Hotbot. Oh my god. I said the same thing when you wrote it as well. You're reading my mind. Make disc shields fat again. Let's go. But the thing is, don't take my assessment of Resto Druid. Like, there's plenty of people who really like Resto Druid and they find it fun. Like, this is purely... Like, this is probably not... This is, like... There's probably a lot of people who like the... Resto Druid is going and stuff like that. This is purely just a pleb's opinion, okay? Just keep that in mind. A level purely with dungeons when a new press for me, it's way better to learn how to play than just questing and that. No, that's good, that's good. Do a bunch of dungeons, try and make sure. It's very important when he's first starting a healer. It's very important when you're first starting a healer to get your heals laid out in the right way. You want to make sure your main heals are keybinded in the right thing because you want to use the same muscle memory throughout your leveling and stuff like that. Because you don't want to really change your main core priority of spells once you leveled and then you got used to it. You know what I mean. Let's do some damage, eh? Let's do some damage.
AoE.
Dude. Like, healing is gonna be very... Maybe I should make a video about that, about healing in Season 2, with the HP and everything. Like, I'm moving bars right now with this shitty Paladin. Dude, I have, like, pretty good gear on PTR. You're not moving bars like that on Season 2.
AoE.
I can guarantee you, you're not moving bars like that. This is a pretty...
Heal absorb.
Shit, did the hunter die? He might have died. I didn't even notice.
Heal absorb.
I didn't even notice, bro. He might die as well. This guy is just casting for free. This guy, the other guy is just casting for free.
Heal absorb.
My cats are going wild. I think my girlfriend is going or something. I don't know what's going on. Emerald Druid last expansion season 1 really hated how they changed it because I no longer understand the best way to heal it. I hate that they do something to dumb people like me. Wait, what? You don't understand how to heal it? You can just check out guides and stuff like that. There's a little bit of changes in season 2, like they're trying to make your HOTS better, which I actually really like, but I don't think they hit the mark on making HOTS better with the tier set. Like, even based on some of the raid testing, I'm not 100% sure. I used to love like kitty DPS and stuff like that, but that's like I don't think a lot of people like kitty DPS as Resto Druids. I don't think that's like a popular opinion, if I'm being honest. I don't know. I would like to think... Oh my god, I nearly died here. I need to get my cat out of this. She's meowing, she's missing.
Clear. Run. Pull.
I got that set up on my mouse buttons and main stuff in case of people. Oh, nice. I got monetized or Resto still stuck in past. Before it was Resto Shaman with chunky healing, right now got improved. Yeah, I can see that. What is going on with my kitten? I mean, right call with the breaths too, since situation you want to have more time, sometimes you have... Oh yeah, they made the dream breaths more impactful in terms of how you want to use it versus different charges. That's good. It's good. I found it so weak on PTO compared to how I play specs I use. A lot of the healers are gonna be... It's actually one of the reasons a lot of the healers are gonna feel weaker in Season 2. It's one of the reasons why everyone's jumping on the Holy Paladin wagon, because Holy Paladin got like, I don't know, 20+% in terms of healing buffs. Like, if Season 2 changes would go live in Season 1, and people don't have increased HP and stuff like that, your heals would be so fucking chunky. Like, it would be crazy. It would be crazy. If Season 2 changes would go live in Season 1, because in Season 1 you also get HP increases, so your HP pools are larger. If Season 2 changes go live right now, and you play Holy Paladin, dude, your abilities would just chunk bars. They would chunk the hell out of bars. What's happening in Season 2 is like everyone's getting HP increases in terms of their stamina and stuff like that. So a lot of the healers are like, if they needed 2 heals to heal up someone, they might need to do 3 heals now, right? So then you're like, that especially is true for something like Discipline Priest, for example, in terms of Atonement Transfer. Sometimes I'm like, oh shit, everyone's taking a huge amount of damage. Atonement Transfer is just not good enough right now. Resto Druid can sometimes feel like that if you don't have your HOTS. But Holy Paladin feels like it still chunks bars. But that's to do with the fact that they got so many buffs, man. Like, so many buffs. It's crazy. So, like, in general, healing is gonna be more rougher. Right? My keybinds are so often, but when I play, I don't think that my keybinds to press. I just think of the spells and my fingers magically press it. Exactly. That's the power of muscle memory. You'll be surprised about how good muscle memory is, or your bodies are to do with muscle memory. It's actually kind of insane. That's insane, dude. My guy died on the first soak. I died on the first soak. Wait, why is he coming here? There's only one person on the other side. Mouse, could you look after her? She's screaming the whole day. She's meowing the whole day, Piggins. Wait. I'll come down, Piggins. My cat is being very rowdy because we have a new dog, and the new dog, well, we're what is it called? Sitting a new dog. And the dog is very interested in the cat. Dude, this is an absolute... Why did this guy came over to me? I don't understand. I don't understand why this guy came over to me. If he wants to do the thing, just... It's 2 to the other side, because there's no space with the tank. Oh, he came out to me because I battle-resed him. I'm a pleb. I should have just moved out. I can't wait for new dungeons. I'm a little bit bored of this now, but I like the gearing. I like the gearing. I like gearing new healers and stuff like that. I think it's part of the... I think it's part of the fun. Let's see. A back and wraps. We need feet or legs. Feet or legs. Oh, we got the legs. Holy moly. Holy moly. Holy moly. Holy moly. Holy moly. Holy moly. Dankeschön. Dankeschön. Dankeschön, boys. Have you swapped to LSMir UI? Yeah, I'm using LSMir. I've had a profile for the last month or so. I've been testing it for a month or something. Or something along those lines. You leaning towards Holy Pioneer Season 2, I'm leaning more towards Rest of Shaman. No, I'm probably gonna. The guild requires. Oh shit! I need to thank you. I'm leaning towards 3 healers. My main, I would prefer to have Resto Shaman, but I don't know how Resto Shaman is gonna go in raid. I'm gonna have Prez Evoker because I've had a lot of fun, probably the most fun with Prez Evoker. And Holy Paladin is gonna be the let's check if it gets nerfed or not type of healer. Because if Holy Paladin doesn't get nerfed, let's say the changes go live the way that they are right now. Let's say if the changes go exactly live the way right now, I'm pretty sure just there's gonna be a bunch of Holy Paladins in Mythic Plus, and there's gonna be a little bit of Resto Shamans in that physical comp. But in terms of pure healing, you're probably gonna feel the big difference. You're probably gonna feel a big difference. But I prefer Resto Shaman. My Shaman is probably my number one, and in terms of fun, Preservation of Evoker maybe, and stuff like that. How do I activate the spell function so shows up on the Elismirs? Make sure you have my cooldown manager, and it should up by default. Should show up by default. The cooldown manager strings are here. If not, you can EUI cooldown manager. Open the. What is this called? Scroll wheel? If you can't see, you need to add the spell. I can't write. You need to add the spell to the default cooldown manager /CDM. I got the thing. I got the legs. So I only need to have I have this maxed out. I have this maxed out. Hopefully, I'm gonna get the chest maxed out. Hopefully, I'm gonna get Rotmire chest, which is gonna be maxed out. So that leaves me with legs. That leaves me with legs. And I think I need 80 crests to get legs maxed out. Hmm. I don't know if I need the mana for it. Yo, Mr. Vucenator, how you doing? How is PoE treating you? PoE? I mean, these stats are pretty good, man. Do I even catalyze the legs? I don't even know. I'm just trying to think about... Says I need spells to be added to the full CDM to show properly sometimes at all. You do, yeah. You do. If you don't have the spells added in your CDM, they're not going to show up in some of the parts here. So you need to add it on the thing here. This is why I have my profile for the default CDM, just like AJ's. Just like AJ's. I guess that's probably the most annoying part about with the cooldown managers. The add-ons end up reading this. It's like you have a middleman. It's like literally you have a middleman. Oh. Do I want to catalyze this? Like, do I actually want to catalyze this? I don't know. Gearing's going okay. It's just kind of annoying sometimes. Honestly, I swapped the Holy Paladin a few weeks ago based on my raids. Current healer comp. Oh, because you're talking about what healers some people are gonna do. Then all the buffs came out, and the increase in people's playing Pally is insane on live right now. Oh, a few weeks ago, yeah, there was a lot of buffs that came out a few weeks ago. Because like the thing is, Holy Paladin on PTR has been strong for around like 2 or 3 weeks. It's been strong for 2 or 3 weeks. It's been up there. But then he got like Holy Shock buff because they want to get rid of no Holy Shock build. Then they got a 5% healing increase, and they increased your Holy Light. Then they got another 5% healing increase. It's just crazy, right? It's just crazy. It's just Mouse? Is the guy here? Okay. The dog is going home today. How hard would it be to get into Mythic Rotmire with 273 item level? Is it like GG? What are you doing type of shit? I got the 4 set. It's over. It's over. It's officially over. Power Internet. What did they do with the tokens and bonus rolls? What do you mean in season 2? I actually was leveling my remaining tanks and time working, and 50% of the healers leveling were prez. I've noticed a lot of people in my guild wanting to play prez. Usually I'm always like, oh man. People might actually ask me, like, oh, the guild doesn't have any. There's legit a lot of people. There's 3 people. There's 3 people in total who could play prez. My cat's going crazy. Dude, these cats. These cats. I went from seeing pug raids with no holy pilots in it to pug raids having 2 or 3, yeah. I was able to get into Rotmire 271, but then I was first on the block to get it cut. Yeah. How many tries did it take you? You need to buy loads of tokens to buy boosts from Echo for last 2 bosses for 9 out of 6. You don't need to. Like, I would make an argument. That, oh my god, my cats. I don't know if you can hear them fighting downstairs. I tell you, these cats need to be... I was not a good father for the cats. I did not teach them manners. They grew up spoiled. My cats grew up spoiled and plebs. Windwalker is actually... Someone said Windwalker is looking good. Yeah, I've seen good numbers from Windwalker. Dude, I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding here, but... Okay, this is my hot take predictions. This is my hot take prediction. This is my hot take prediction. This is my hot take. This was already kind of hot take with the press of Evoker being high, but this is my hot take prediction. Melee comp is looking really fucking strong. Arms Warrior is really good. Windwalker is kind of climbing up. Rogue's got like a 10% buff. Melee physical comp is looking really strong. Resto Shaman is probably a higher possibility of being meta than Holy Paladin. Like, I'm not kidding you. Resto Shaman is in such a good position right now because people are not really placing it as S tier or super OP or whatever. It's just like, oh, it might fit into physical comp. Physical comp is looking really fucking strong. Really strong. Holy Paladin being super perceived as being super strong early in the season is actually gonna hurt it, in my opinion, because they might actually look at that and they'll be like, oh, we could throw in some nerfs here and there. It's happened every time. It's happened every time. Resto Shaman probably has a higher possibility of being meta than Holy Paladin. That's my hot take. That's actually my hot take. Mistweaver, in my opinion, is 100% getting buffs because it's doing really bad in raid. Like, people have been a little bit on the down low with the Mistweaver. Mistweaver is doing really bad in raid. I have a feeling Mistweaver is gonna get some substantial buffs to like Vivify, slash Shalen's combo, maybe something else. I don't know. I actually think not Breath of Evoker. I actually think Mistweaver Monk is very clearly going to stay in A and possibly climb. Because I think it's gonna get buffs from the thing. I think Press Evoker, I have no idea what Press Evoker is gonna end up being, to be honest. I think the worst case situation is that Press Evoker is gonna pump numbers, but no one's gonna play it. It's gonna pump numbers, but no one's gonna play it. I think that's possible. But we'll see. I don't think they're gonna touch discipline. I think they're just gonna leave discipline where it is. And I think they're gonna I think there is a chance of Resto Druid big buffs. I think there's a chance of Resto Druid big buffs. I think you could see it. I think you could see meta like this. This is my 8 ball. This is my 8 ball. Whatever happens prediction. This is the 8 ball prediction. Holy Paladin gets nerfed because it's OP in season 1. Yeah, at the start of season 2. Resto Shaman is going unnoticed because of the physical meta comp, and physical meta comp is looking really strong season 2. Mystery is going to get probably more buffs and might even climb higher. I think Resto Druid is going to get some big buffs. Because I don't think it's doing all that well. It's not doing that well in Mythic Plus. I don't think it's doing insanely well in Raid either. So I think it could actually catch buffs in the first week. And I think if Resto Druid catches buffs, I think Mark of the Wild is becoming... I know there's boomkins and stuff like that, but Mark of the Wild is becoming thing. The worst case thing that could happen for Press Evoker is that it's a healer that does big numbers, but no one plays it. That's the worst thing that could happen. But that's a complete speculation. Complete speculation with nothing to back up. Nothing to back up. Complete speculation with nothing to back up. Yeah. The best situation you can be in. The best situation you can be in at the start of a new season is you're decently good in Mythic Plus, but you're dog shit in Raid. Because you're very likely getting buffs. You're very likely getting buffs. So, it's just like... You gotta go Shaman until meta comes out of the closet. Prez may go somewhere good if Shadow Priest gets to be meta and needs help with the movement. I think you're overrating the movement. If Warrior is good, it's getting nerfed to the ground anyways. Arms is doing really well. I thought Jack's told me raid testing Druid is really bad at place. The thing is, like, it's a sample of one. You have to remember, it's a sample of one player. Like, Blizzard is probably going to be tuning during the heroic raid, or not heroic raid. It's going to be tuning the first week like crazy. You have to remember this. Blizzard does these knee-jerk reactions to healers. Knee-jerk reactions, like, it happens all the time. It happens all the time. Where, like, the first week a certain healer is doing really well, or a certain DPS is doing really well, or a tank is doing really well. Maybe they're doing well because of a bug. A bug gets fixed, that healer becomes way worse. Blizzard still nerfs them. It happens all the time. Or, like, let's say a healer is performing really well in, like, heroic raid content without the tier set. They nerf that healer. Then everyone gets the tier set. They start going into mythic raiding. They're like, okay, this healer is the worst. It didn't need to be nerfed. Literally happens all the time. Literally happens all the time. So it's like, a lot of the times Blizzard is going to react to healer performance, like, because I honestly think they have a quota of doing balancing every single week when a new patch comes out. I honestly think they have some sort of quota where, like, you have to do something, because it happens so much in season 1. Oh, wait, I need to check on my cat. We'll play about afterwards. The problem Blizzard is barely doing anything after Race to World first, so they don't change the meta. I wonder how long the Race to World first is gonna take this time around. I wonder how bad the last boss is. Dig Mana would be an issue for Holy Paladin. It's zero issue in Mythic Plus. I don't know what it's like in Raid. Zero issue in Mythic Plus. You just don't press that many Holy Lights. You just don't press that many Holy Lights, like legit, and you can still heal high content. Obviously, if there's like shit hits the fan and stuff like that, you can choose to be like, fuck it, I'm gonna cast Holy Light and stuff like that, and you're still kind of fine. But it's not that bad. It's really not that bad. I don't know what's like in Raid, because in Raid, there were multiple different builds in Raid. There was the no Holy Shock build in Raid where people would not take Divine Overload and they would like legitimately do the whole thing of not pressing Holy Shock. They would just press Holy Light, double infusions, consume infusions, Holy Light, double infusions, consume Holy Power Spender. They would do something like this. Then they increased the Holy Light's mana by like it's 50%. It's not actually 60%. So I don't know what Holy Paladins do in Raid now. I don't know what they do in Raid. In Mythic Plus, it's not that big of an issue in my eyes. I think the healer that might have the most issues in Raid. Resto Shaman is not great with mana issues in Raid, from what I've checked. But that's also depending on the gameplay you're playing. Yo, Beamster, how you doing? Let's go. I heard Mystery is very bad in Raid. After the latest changes, it's not doing. This is why I think Mystery is gonna get buffed. This is why I think Mystery is gonna get buffed. It's not doing after some of the nerfs. It's not doing that great. You can never go over 2 weeks as race the world for skills can't sustain over 2 weeks. Yeah. Yeah. Nvidia just said that they're doing 40% less healing than others. There is 100% going to be buffs to Mistweaver. And I think that's gonna benefit Mistweaver. Because you see, Mistweaver in Mythic Plus is a different kind of worms. It just feels like you're so reliant on your physical abilities or your, damaging abilities. Your everything else, your other your single target healing and stuff like that is actually fucking brutal. I don't know if it's 40%. I don't know if it's I don't know what they're basing on it. I'm sure there's a couple of to be honest, there were a couple of bosses where there were a couple of logs where it was pretty dire. It was pretty dire. It was pretty dire. I fully expect Mistweaver to get buffed. I fully expect Mistweaver to get buffed. And trickle down in that Mythic Plus fully. I fully expect it. I need to go get. I need to check out my cat really quickly. I'm gonna do a couple of. I need to. Oh, I think we have a raid possibly soon. Wait. We might have a raid soon. Be right back. Let me see if the guild is actually doing a raid. Let me see if the guild is actually doing a raid. I mean, there's 5 people online. I don't know if I can do a dungeon or wait for the raid. I did the dummy testing and the mystery. Yeah, this is what people are. This is why like raid testing is so like. This is why you have to do the dummy testing and stuff, because raid testing in the actual raid is just so limited time. It's such a limited time. I actually don't think it's bad at all. I don't think it's bad at all to be considered as weaker, as a weaker, as a weaker healer. I don't think it's bad at all, especially in raid. I think Blizzard is gonna throw out some buffs. I think Mistweaver is gonna be in a like. I think Mistweaver could be in a really good position because I don't think they're bad in Mythic Plus at all. I mean, there's definitely weak points, but like if they buff Mistweaver and it's gonna trickle down to Mythic Plus, it's the way to go. It's the way to go. Right now, as we speak, like if everything goes live the way that is right now, Holy Paladin is gonna be is gonna be is gonna be is gonna be juicy. They didn't have the relative gear. What are they? What's the stats are they using? I haven't followed up raid that much because I know raid testing can be so misleading. Wait, I think people are logging in. Maybe I will get to do the raid. I need to do Rotmire though. Yeah, the dummy testing with 20 people. It makes sense because there's a lot of rot damage in the new raid. That's honestly not a bad way to test it because the dummies do just rot damage, right? And there's like tons of rot damage in it. But that's what it comes down to, right? Because you can't raid test that often. You have to end up doing stuff like that. But the narrative that is spun from dummy testing is insane. I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree with you. The sample size is way too small. There's too many variables. The dummy testing it all comes down to like raid testing just being very hard to predict. It all comes down to raid testing being very hard to predict. We've seen this before. Mistweaver and Holy Paladin have been my favorite healers for a while now. Would have gone Mistweaver, but my raid group has one already. Holy Paladin is more than good enough. Yo, Gutsy, how you doing, man? They can even announce before Seasons 2 starts a healing nerf. Yeah, anything can happen. I don't know if they're gonna announce any more changes, if I'm being honest with you. Maybe, because they don't have raid testing. They have Mythic Plus on PTO, but they don't have raid testing, so if they make buffs based on like I don't know. This is why I actually like the heroic week. I know a lot of people don't like the heroic week, or some of them don't like the heroic week, but heroic week gives you time to kind of balance things a little bit. Now without the heroic week, you're gonna go into mythic raiding, or you're gonna gear up some characters for mythic raiding. You could be nuked. You could be absolutely fucking nuked. No, they will send out. They probably will send out buffs and nerfs before. So usually what happens when you have the heroic week is they probably do some hot fixes before heroic week. Then the heroic week happens. They're gonna look at the heroic logs really intensely. And I know it's not great to make judgment based on heroic weeks, especially for healers, but they'll be like, oh shit, we overbuffed the DK, or we overbuffed this DPS. They're gonna look at the heroic logs and they're gonna balance that. And in a lot of the times you might get a bit of a better balance. What happens without heroic weeks, because mythic rating is released straight away? Usually Blizzard doesn't like to make too many changes during the mythic race. But now they're going to have to, right? Or are they just gonna fucking... Like, without the heroic week, are they just not gonna make any balancing changes until Race to World First is over? Like, believe it or not, the lack of heroic week will probably lead to absurdly bad balance. Like, believe it or not, it could act like Blizzard could be like, fuck, I've seen Arms Warriors doing really well, 20% nerf. Oh shit, I've seen this is gonna... Because I don't know what they're gonna do during the Mythic Week. I'm assuming, not Mythic Week, during the raid, thing, they're probably still gonna do hot fixes and balancing changes. But I don't think... I don't know. I don't know. Because, like, they don't like to do insanely... Well, they did it in Season 1, to be honest. They did tuning during Race to World First as well. They did tuning during Race to World First, so it's not like they're not gonna do it, but I'm not sure how they're gonna get all the info for it, or how are they gonna base it. Hmm. But also heroic week data always makes Prez seem to be stronger. Yeah, like Prez suffers from heroic weeks in terms of balance for sure. How's the rest of Druid performance in Raid? I honestly haven't seen... I don't think it's too great. Like I said, raid testing is just so... It's just so... I don't think it's too amazing. I think rest of Druid is probably going to... I think Druid and Mistweaver is going to catch buffs. I think Druid and Mistweaver is going to catch buffs, for sure. Because of the raid performance. Are very likely. Are very likely. I just hope they don't nuke Holy Paladin. I always want to main that for a while now. I don't think it's ever good to be OP. Or said not OP. I don't think Paladin is OP in raid, but I think it's doing well. But it's never good to be good. It's never good to be... you never want to stand out, honestly. You never want to stand out. You want to sandbag for as long as possible. You want to sandbag for as long as possible. I think it's a 99% chance Mistweaver gets buffs. I think it's a 99% chance rest of Druid gets buffs. I think Resto Shaman is not gonna get anything. I have a feeling Paladin might get some nerfs, but I don't know. I don't think the raid performance is gonna warrant nerfs, but I'm not sure about raid that much. Maybe they can stay the way that they are. I think Discipline Priest does well in raid. I don't think they're gonna do. They could use a buff in Mythic Plus, but I don't think they're gonna do that. I think just gonna leave Holy Priest where it is. I think like I said, I think the biggest movers. I think the biggest movers that could happen is gonna be Resto Druid or Mistweaver and Mistweaver. I think they're almost guaranteed to have buffs. I think they're almost guaranteed to have buffs. And I think because of this, I think if it trickles down to Mistweaver and Mythic Plus, I think it's gonna be really good for them. And Resto Druid, to be honest. As a betting person, I would bet on them getting buffs. I would bet on them getting buffs. It's never good to be OP at the start of the season. Never good. First of all, you're putting yourself for disappointment. You're putting yourself for disappointment. Resto Druid for the first 6 weeks of season 1 disappeared. Resto Shaman the first 4 weeks of Midnight disappeared. You're just putting yourself for a possible disappointment. You're just putting yourself for a possible disappointment. I mean, it's not always to do with the fact that like Resto Druid gets nerfed. It's also to do with the fact that tank comps and stuff like that change. But there's also nerfs, like they did nerf Resto Druid in Mythic Plus. It's not only just the Guardian Druid. They did nerf Resto Druid in Mythic Plus. I don't think they. I don't know. I don't think they're doing the raid, boys. I don't think they're doing the raid. I'm gonna go and do a mythic dungeon. I need to still get those. Cresties. I need to still get those cresties. Without the gambled money, I'll put on Resto Druid getting big buffs, Holy Paladin getting nerfed, Paladins getting nerfed into the ground because of the Spirit Cleave and Raid, and Resto Druid emerging as meta. Could happen. Crazier things have happened before. Like, actually legit crazier things have happened before. Yo, Noir, thank you for the gift. Wait, where's my notifications? Oh, there you go. Dankeschön. Danke, thank you for the gift, man. I hope you're doing well. This guy's like 260 item level. I'm the highest one in here, boys. What do you think about dungeons? I think they're okay. I liked season 1 dungeons a lot. I don't think they're gonna be better than season 1 dungeons. Holy Paladin last 3 weeks in the war within season 1 PTO was as strong and he got half their abilities nerfed, yeah. This is the thing, like Paladin, like historically speaking, Blizzard has been very reluctant to make Paladin OP. Like ever since Dragonflight season 2, Blizzard has been very, very reluctant about it. So they either changed their minds or something, or they're more lax around Holy Paladin balancing, or Paladin is getting nerfed again. Like, who knows what Blizzard is gonna do? But ever since Season 3 of Dragonflight, Blizzard has been... Anytime Paladin becomes kinda OP, boom. So, even though I'm gearing my Holy Paladin, it's a 50-50. It's legit a 50-50. I understand what was bad about Holy Paladin dominating relative to the rest of Druid. Yeah, it's like, I don't know, it's just... I don't know if they have specific people focusing on specific specs. Because, like, you can definitely notice that certain specs tend to get, like, less of nerfs than others. You can definitely notice that. Like, certain specs just get, like, annihilated in nerfs, and certain other specs just get, like, boop. Boop. I don't know how they do the balancing. Maybe they have, like, specific people doing the balancing for specs. Or is it one person? I don't know. I'm assuming that it's like, hopefully, a different person for every different class. I think that would be the perfect way to do it, because I think it's relatively hard to have one person know every single spec in depth, you know, but I don't think they have them. I'm not sure if they have one for every single spec.
Dot. AOE.
AOE. AOE. How's Holy Paladin mana on PTO? For Mythic Plus, it's not an issue. You just don't... If you have mana issues, you just don't cast Holy Light and you're fine. Relatively fine. Like, it all comes down to your cast, right? And how many oh crap moments. If you have a bunch of oh crap moments and you feel like you need to cast... The thing is this. This is the thing with Holy Paladin. It seems like every fucking ability is doing quite a lot of healing. Like, that's the thing. It feels like you have a bunch of these buttons, and a bunch of those buttons are lifting bars. So half the time you're not even sure, like, my Holy Power Spender, my infusion, do I consume my infusions? Like, all of those abilities seems to do healing. Like, you can press Holy Shock as well. I don't think it's a big deal to press. Like, after the changes, Holy Shock, 50% extra healing, mana cost reduction. I don't think there's anything bad about pressing Holy Shock. I know there's some people still talking about the no Holy Shock build, but I don't think the difference is that big. I think you can easily press Holy Shock and have a good time. It just feels like you have a bunch of buttons that move bars. Whoa, this is a weird ass way of doing it. This is the old way of doing it. And I think that's a problem. I think when every ability for Holy Paladin feels like it's moving stuff, that's a problem. You know why? Because half the healers out there don't move shit. Like, wait till you play Season 2, man. Like, I said this multiple times. Like, look how much HP my heals are doing. Look how much HP my heals are doing at 273 item level and stuff like that.
AOE.
You're gonna be surprised about how much healers are capable of moving bars in Season 2. In some case, like, depending on the healer you're playing, you'll be like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? I am plabbing! Oh my god, bro. What is this pull?
AOE.
So is the rotation for new Holy Paladin coming into Season 2? Honestly, I think there'll probably be a couple of rotations, but I think you'll be able to press Holy Shock. I think if you want to press Holy Shock, you'll be able to press Holy Shock. I mean, the rotation is probably going to be different for Raid and Mythic Plus. I haven't done Raid on Holy Paladin, so I don't know what they're doing in Raid situations right now. But I think in Mythic Plus you can press Holy Shock, especially when when there isn't a huge amount of healing needed, or like when you're trying to catch up a little bit. The way I play it, and again, I'm not sure what the playstyle is going to be, but the way I played it in PTR was after all the buffs to Holy Shock and nerfs to Holy Light mana, I would use Holy Light in oh crap moments, get my infusions, consume my infusions. Then if people are not, then if I feel like, oh hey, I'm gonna press my Holy Shock, there's not a whole lot going on, but I'm trying to catch up a little bit. Then I have my Holy Power Spenders. Like I said, you just have so many buttons, and the buttons actually do healing. But I'm not sure what the best, most optimal gameplay is gonna be, right? There's still possibility of changes. I'm still not sold on a tier set giving you negative effect. I think that screams laziness in my opinion. Oh, this might actually be scary. Damn, I'm doing numbers here.
AoE.
But yeah, they just had a lot of issues with like... I'm sure you could... I'm sure you could have a different playstyle, but I like Beacon of Virtue a lot. Actually, you don't have to play Beacon of Virtue. Maybe for like hierarchies, you're gonna swap over to Beacon of Virtue. I liked Lightsmith a lot as well. I thought it was undervalued. I thought Lightsmith damage is undervalued. Beacon of Virtue felt like really nice gameplay, but I don't think you need to run Beacon of Virtue. You can run double beacons. I think maybe for like hierarchies, you're gonna be like, yeah, I need beacon here for the big burst healing. For lower keys, you're probably you probably don't even need to cast Holy Light at all, and you're still fine. Like, this is a testament that you have a lot of abilities in your toolkit. Like, I'm not even kidding. For lower keys, you could probably not even cast Holy Light, and you're good and you're fine.
AoE.
And just flip out. For hierarchies, obviously, it's probably gonna change. You know, specs are designed with completely different mindset than... Oh shit, I'm clubbing. No! No! He soaked the orb and the thing went through.
AoE. Dispel.
Based on what you described, Loki, just press chain heal. Dude, it's more like that Holy Paladin is suffering from success because it just has so many buttons to do healing. That's what's happening. When too many of your buttons are doing good healing, that's when you have an OP spec. Right? That's when you have like, ooh. What? This is I'm fucking dead. Please res me. I had triple of the things. We don't have a res. Please kill. Ah, we're dying this on. Oh my god. No! I should have pressed my defense as well. They can kill it. And I spawn somewhere here.
AoE.
when it's in the middle, it actually is painful to soak the orbs.
Dispel.
Oh my god, they're gonna die because of the spell. The warrior can do it. Can he not leap out? He can give, oh, there you go.
AoE.
I know how this is gonna go, dude. I don't know how this is gonna go. Intermission, kill it. Kill it. Where do I spawn? Here. I've been meaning to do something with, I thought he's pulling more, he's not.
Dot.
Freedom? Freedom? I'm pressing defensive because I'm a Popega, bruh. Freedom? Freedom!
Dot.
Way too much single target damage in this. Wait, I need to read it. There's way too much single target damage in these new dungeons, and all the Paladin's perfect for it. I haven't tested all the dungeons, so I can't really say about that as well. Like, there is a lot of burst. There's a lot of poison dispels. Paladin is also nice in that. Well, actually, wait, what can Paladin dispel again now? I forgot now. Can Paladin dispel poison? I completely forgot about this.
Dot.
Holy shit. I can't check it. Let me heal through this. Because I always mix up Paladin with Mistweaver. Because they both can do the same thing, right? Yeah, and I always mix up with Aug as well, because Aug is a juicer as well. But I hope Aug is not gonna become a... Dude, I feel like this is scary AF, bro. Yeah, this is... I feel like this is without the... No, bro. Not this. I feel like that was... Felt a little heavy.
Dot.
Felt a little heavy on my ass. We have Bloodlust, we could do that.
Dot.
Tank died with my beacon, and I got my new 4 set. How? Oh, dude, I've done all these dungeons with like 250 item level, 0 tier set, and this dungeon with this group is the hardest one I've done so far.
Dot.
And I'm probably the most geared. It's not. This is not right.
Dot.
This is not right, brother.
Dot.
It ain't right. Maybe I should try with Lightsmith after this. I feel like I'm gonna play more Lightsmith. I feel like I don't know.
Dot.
Maybe I should try out going PTO to test out some of the healers one more time.
Clear. Marked. Dodge.
Let me see if this guy gonna go in first. Yeah.
Dispel.
I have my arcane to purge it. Purgelicious.
Clear. Marked. In. Clear. Marked.
Dude, we're doing 30.
Dodge.
Marked. Dodge.
Dispel. Clear.
Is there too much thing that I have poison? Is it true that Blizzard is looking to kill Xbox add-on? Yeah, they're trying to change the... This is a problem that I have. This is a problem that I have with the Xbox right now. In PTR, they're trying to kill Xbox trash notifications. So the way that the Xbox works is that it does a lot of behind-the-scenes educated guessing in terms of what trash you're playing. They're trying to make that harder for Xbox, so I don't know what add-on I'm gonna use for notifications. The thing is, Xbox is still going to be great for like bosses.
Dodge.
It's still going to be fucking silky smooth for bosses and stuff like that, but for trash, which was its main reason, like in excelling, like the main reason to get Xbox is trash notifications. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna end up using.
Clear.
I don't know. My tooth is hurting because I'm a pleb. Can you give a little on how to heal as a paladin, especially for next season? It can change. It can change, but you essentially have... I don't know if the no Holy Shock build is gonna work. I don't know. I don't know. The way I healed is I used Holy Shock for like mediocre damage, which was more than fine. I consume. You can press Holy Light for oh crap moments. You'll get double infusions because you have inflorescence. You can consume infusions, especially with like Virtue and Flash of Light, because you also have Moment of Compassion talent. So you're actually doing insane burst AoE healing. And then you have your Holy Power spenders, which you spend on your Walk or Eternal Flame. That's basically kinda it, right? And then you have your cooldowns. But that's basically kinda it. But I'm not sure if there's going to be something different in Mythic Plus. Like, for example, I liked Lightsmith. I thought Lightsmith was actually secretly kinda cool. I thought it was secretly kind of cool. And when you play Lightsmith and when you use your Holy Armament abilities, you also get, what is it, 2 or 3 Holy Power? You also get like 2 or 3 Holy Power. I can't remember exactly how many, but you get Holy Power. So you could technically do something like you press Beacon of Virtue, you press Holy Armament, you get 3 Holy Powers, you spend it on Spender if you don't have your infusions. Right, you could also do combos like that. Or you could do a combo with like Holy Light into Beacon of Virtue. The spell queuing combo. I think the spell queuing combo works on everyone else except yourself, but I would need to double test that again. So if you press Holy Light and then if you're casting Holy Light and then you press Beacon right after, you can get a little bit of a nice little juicy thing. But it used to be a thing for a long time. I'm pretty sure that's still a thing, but I think there's some limitations on that. I think there's some limitations. If I'm playing Holy Paladin, if I'm doing, if I decide to do like a guide or stuff like that, I'm gonna recheck all these things, you know. I'm gonna recheck all these things. But I think you can still do that with the Virtue.
AoE.
But don't quote me on that. I'm also a pleb. Pleb man. Pleb man. Pleb man. Pleb man. Why are you going to Paladin? Because I need a third healer and I don't want to play Druid or Mistweaver. That's the main reason, honest to God. I already have my main healers in terms of Resto, Shaman, and Evoker. Those are my main favorite ones. And I'm gearing Holy Paladin because I need a third healer and Holy Paladin is OP right now. So I'm being driven by... Oh my god. I'm being driven by chase of the meta, right?
Heal absorb.
But it's not like Holy Paladin is not fun. I think Holy Paladin can be fun to play as well. It's also fresh for me because I didn't play it in Season 1 at all. So this is like super fresh. I love the feeling of gearing a new character, getting gear, learning, and stuff like that. I love that. If I didn't have that, I honestly wouldn't play World of Warcraft because I just get bored, right? Just get bored.
Heal absorb. AoE.
This is like kind of stressful. This is actually so fucking stressful for low end. Like, this is more stressful than I had than doing a 21. You do a lot of UI testing. You want to give a try to LSM UI. Do you use any other? Do you use anything to preserve the server? Do you mean like unit frame or nameplate CVARs or anything that you might want to revert back to? Wait, fuck, we're dying. Do you use anything to preserve server CVARs or anything that you might want to revert back to previous UI? To revert back to previous UI, I disable LSMears and enable my enhanced quality of life. Oh, and I'll have to swap my edit mode. That's it. It's not like to go from LSMears to like my previous UIs. 2-minute job. 2-minute job. It's because LSMear UI is basically just one add-on if you want to use everything of LSMears. It's super easy to import and super easy to maintain, right? It's just one add-on essentially. The only thing that I change is edit mode because there's a slight changes to the chat edit box, that's it. And then I change, I do change the cooldown manager for LSMears, and the only thing that I change for the cooldown manager is that every healer and most of the characters, I add a dispel to the CDM. The reason I added dispel because if I dispel someone, there's going to be an icon showing up on my cursor, and in order for that to work, you need to have the dispel ability in the default cooldown manager. So basically, those are essentially the biggest changes that happen. Essentially. So it's very simple to kind of move to and from. Like, I'm still not... I mean, LSMears is essentially getting update every single day. I'm almost getting tired of updating this add-on. I'm not even joking. There is legitimately an update every single day for LSMears for the last 3 weeks. I'm memeing about getting tired, but like... The guy is kind of fucking crazy, bro. It's legitimately, like, updated every day. A lot of work, man. I can imagine it's a lot of work.
Clear. Run.
But it's the same with enhanced quality of life gets updated a lot as well. There's a lot of dude. I am struggling here. What the hell? The guy walked into the pool. Another guy almost walked into the pool. No, 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 not like this. Holy shock looks like a herald build and not. Oh shit! Wait, fuck.
Clear. Run.
Holy shock looks like a herald. Oh my god! I need to. I can't read chat. And non-holy shock in S-build, but it's hard to see coming from logs, but does more overall. I get the point that holy shock is stronger in lightsmith, but yeah, I like. Sorry, holy shock is less strong in lightsmith. But like, I feel like also at the same time that in hierarchies, like how much I haven't tested this yet, but like you can't be like casting Holy Light and Virtues all the time. Holy Light is like 28k mana, Virtue is like 19. If you're gonna be casting Virtue and Holy Lights like all the time, you're gonna I feel like you're gonna I feel like you still need to be smart about it, right? It's not like you're gonna have oh crap moments every time where you need to press Holy Light. That's the thing. You're not gonna have oh crap moments all the time where you feel like, oh, I need to press Holy Light. That's the way I see it, but I don't know how it's gonna work out, right? I don't know how it's gonna work out. Just put 3 characters in Garage after 100-hour grind. Wait, 3 characters in WoW or PoE? The latest performance update to Ellesmere's was really good. I'm seeing a difference. I'll be honest with you, I tested out Ellesmere's like a week ago, whatever. I thought the performance was good, but I didn't think it was like fucking mind-blowing. I think it was very close to LVI. LVI gets bad rap for performance, even though it's like most of the time it's just like maybe a bad config or different add-ons wrecking shit and stuff like that. LVI legitimately gets bad rap for it. But LVI performance isn't like if you test the elements specifically, they're not bad. But with the latest upgrade or update to Ellesmere's performance stuff, dude, I've actually noticed a significant increase. Like it is juicy. Wait, why don't I have my nameplates?
Heal absorb.
Oh, he's pinging the gates. Yeah, but we need to kill the mob first.
Heal absorb.
Okay.
Heal absorb.
What the fuck was this? There was a gateway here.
AoE.
Oh man, this is one of those groups.
Heal absorb.
He's dead.
Heal absorb.
He'll absorb. Dude, I'm gonna miss that. I'm gonna miss that. There's a couple of things that I really don't like what Blizzard is doing. I don't know why Blizzard is trying so hard to try make trash be so cringe.
Heal absorb.
I don't know why they're trying so hard, and I don't know why Blizzard hates targeted spells on player frames. On like health bar, not these health bars. I don't know why they hate this. I don't understand. They have like a personal vendetta against it. You know what I mean? I don't understand why, man.
Soak.
Skill absorb. It's absorbing my skill. It's over. It's fucking over, brother.
Soak.
But yeah, I'm not 100% sure what the best... Like, for Holy Paladin and PTR, I thought Lightsmith and Herald were both good. But I'm not sure what the best build is gonna be, right? There's still going to be time for tuning.
Soak.
A lot of the times people get it wrong as well. Like, you'll see Wowhead articles coming out with like, oh hey, this build is the best or recommended build. And then you'll notice like, oh shit, people are not running that build and stuff. That happens all the time. That happens all the time because theory crafting is great, but theory crafting plus sample size is even better.
Soak.
Theory crafting plus sample size is even better because even sometimes an ability might theoretically be better. It might be annoying to use. And I think Resto Shaman as a spec can actually be the best perfect example of it. Because I think Farseer, like, you can make Farseer work, but most people don't want to go through the effort of making Farseer work.
Soak.
And they'll just play Totemic. Stuff like that exists as well, right? It happens all the time. Man, I am getting nuked here. I'm trying to nuke your boy. I have a defensive in 3 seconds. It's not gonna work. Oh.
Soak. Soak.
Maybe I should try Lightsmith and try and do a bit more of that beautiful damage. Ugh. Let's see. I need feet. I need feet. This was a lot of time, man. It was a bit of a rough run. I need Elfito. Elfito. Refueling orb. I still think the refueling orb is gonna be better than volatile voids. I think it'll probably be better. I just need to get Rotmire, man. I don't think Rotmire is gonna... I think Rotmire is gonna be too hard to get in. I think it's gonna be too hard to get in. GG. What is this on Reddit? Wow, your performance, Blizzard versus LVI. I've seen this, but it doesn't have I would have liked to see something like enhanced quality of life suit here. Like a full enhanced quality of life suit. I think it would have been interesting. I think LVUI, where is it? I think LVUI nameplates are not that amazing, and they're dragging down. I think LVUI nameplates is something that kind of drags it down a bit. A little bit. A little bit. Let me see. Are they actually raiding? They're not raiding. Do I try and get in somehow? Oh, wait. I can upgrade my trinket. I'm definitely upgrading my litany. Let's go. I think my paladin is kind of ready. I think it's relatively ready to YOLO. I would have liked to see how enhanced quality of life compares, because I think enhanced quality of life is really optimal as well. I think it's really optimal. So there's multiple add-on suites that are good. I think LSVS is becoming really popular because it's quite easy to use, and because the guy is just fucking crazy in terms of updates. Like, just big performance updates. There's like so many patches. It's nice to see. It's nice to see, man. It's nice to see. Oh yeah, broski. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Playing Paladin next year. I'll have it as one of my characters, yeah. But I'm hoping honestly to play Resto Shaman. I want to play Resto Shaman in Mythic. I probably most likely will play Resto Shaman in Mythic Plus. But I'm hoping Resto Shaman is gonna be good enough for raid. Because historically you're kinda inting your raid group by playing Resto Shaman. Like season 1, you were legitimately like it's so cringe. If you played Resto Shaman in a competitive Mythic raiding guild, you were just telling your raid group that you're a one-trick pony and you're willing to give up. You're just willing to make everything harder. Like, it's actually sad. It's actually legit sad. That's what Resto Shaman was like in raid. It was legitimately more like it had so many issues, man. It had so many issues. In Mythic Plus, it was great. In raid, it was like, holy shit. Ultimately, it doesn't matter depending on the content you're doing, right? It depends. If you're looking to get like Hall of Fame in like 8 weeks or something, you're probably gonna look into like optimal healers. But I'm looking to play Resto Shaman and not be a hindrance to the raid group. If not, I'm gearing up my Prez Evoker. If not, Prez Evoker was one of my most fun healers, so I don't mind playing Prez at all. And then I'm also getting for split characters, I'm also getting Holy Paladin. Just in case it survives. Just in case it survives all the juiciness. Pre-gearing Holy Paladin. We're pre-gearing Holy Paladin. I wonder how many people, just out of interest, like people watching, are there any people here also gearing up their Holy Paladin? Just out of interest, I'm wondering how many people are actually gearing Holy Paladin while I'm gearing my Holy Paladin. Or have their Paladin ready to go, do you know what I mean? I'm actually doing it right now. Let's go. Me, but I'm only 245, yes. I have. Press Evoker too. Yeah, I think Press Evoker is nice. Our Evokers and Mythic Blues Preservation. I think Press Evokers. You can check out my video. I have exclamation mark tier list. I talk about it as well. I'm gonna upload the thing. I think Press Evoker and Mythic Blues is a banger. I think it's really strong. I genuinely think it's really strong. But I also said this in like my previous videos. It's not gonna be meta. It doesn't have a good raid buff, and it's kind of difficult to play. But like people tend to talk about numbers and stuff like that. But like, I think the number. I think if you in Mythic Plus, if you like healer damage, Prez is arguably the best healer DPS right now. It used to be Mistweaver, but the Mastery build got nerfed, so I think Prez has overtaken it. Actually, it wasn't Mistweaver the whole time. It was Prez. Then Mistweaver Mastery build appeared. That build was crazy. That got nerfed, and I think Prez is back to it. So if you like healer damage, Prez is arguably the best healer DPS in Mythic Plus. But it is difficult to play, right? It is more. I don't think it's gonna be meta. But I like when I say good numbers, I mean you do have extra spot healing because your tier set gives you extra spot healing from your essence spenders or essence burst consumption. You might be playing something like Live Spark in Mythic Plus. I'm not sure about Raid. I don't think you're gonna play that in Raid, but don't quote me on that. In Mythic Plus because you got buffed, so that gives you additional chance. Reversion gives you additional chance of a way stronger Living Flame that can be used to heal and damage, and you can use that for spot healing if you need to. I mean, it's kind of random, but like. Plus as Flame Shaper, you legitimately can have 4 defensives. But I'm fully aware that I'm high on copium when it comes to press. I'm fully aware of that. I'm fully aware of it. I think it's the same kind of deal with like Resto Shaman Totemic versus Farseer. And it's the same kind of deal with Prez. Why should people swap from their healers to Prez Evoker when they can stick with their other healers, do good healing, and it would be way easier for them? Yeah. But like, in terms of gameplay and numbers, I thought Prez was really undervalued. I was really really enjoying it. And we're gonna continue enjoying it. And we're gonna continue enjoying it. And we're gonna continue enjoying it. Holy Paladin meta. Yeah, it's looking really strong right now. The thing is like, don't like, okay, I don't want people to get disappointed, but don't get too excited. Don't get too, like, there's too many people out there who are like legitimately cheering and they're like, oh my god, Holy Paladin is gonna be meta for the first three expansions and stuff like that. Holy Paladin is, look, it's not good to be OP at the start of a patch. Like, genuinely, it's not good. It's not good to be OP. Believe me, based on all historical data and all that stuff. It is, you rather be a second healer. You rather be the second best healer. Way better to be a second best healer than be the like, oh, like S tier healer Holy Paladin and stuff like that. But it's way better to be a little bit under. Because it's just, historically speaking, you're just always like, you're on the chopping block. You're on the chopping block a lot of the times. You're on the chopping block. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy that Holy Paladin is. I wish Holy Paladin is gonna be meta for season 2 because it's been a long time since Holy Paladin was meta. I wish for it, but I'll be completely honest with you. Like I said this before, the way I see it, and I reset this. The way I see it, this was my speculative tier list. This is the tier list based on power, in my opinion, for Mythic Plus in season 2, and this is my speculative tier list that based on what I think the changes are going to be like. I said this before as well. I think I think Resto Shaman is more likely to be S tier in Mythic Plus than Holy Paladin. Because I think Resto Shaman fits into the melee comp, physical comp. Physical comp is absolutely busted. Arms Warrior is doing numbers. Rogue got 10% buff. Windwalker is actually doing well for the first time in fucking 20,000 years. I think it's more likely for Resto Shaman to be meta than Holy Paladin. Because Holy Paladin could, maybe, who knows, maybe will get nerfs because it's considered to be meta. Let's say Holy Paladin gets nerfs. Let's say melee physical comp for the first time ever becomes really strong. Resto Shaman is a shoo-in. Mistweaver Monk is 100%, in my opinion, getting buffs because in raid it's not doing that well. Mistweaver could climb. I think Resto Druid is getting 100% buffs. I think Resto Druid could easily climb. I think Evoker could be an insane healer in terms of numbers, but no one plays with Evoker. And you could have something like this. Right? This is the 8 ball. This is the 8 ball predictions. Like I said before, it's not. I much rather be in a Resto Shaman position than Holy Paladin. I much rather be in Resto Shaman position than Holy Paladin. So it would be. That's also because people didn't realize how good Mystery was at first. That's to do with the fact that they did like Wave the Crane changes very early before the season and stuff like that. Wave the Crane, the way that he healed was changed, and people didn't have time to test it. It's probably gonna happen right now. There's probably gonna be changes before the season comes out, and then people will be like, "Oh shit!" Like there could be some hidden gems for sure. It's probably gonna happen the same thing, right? I need to put it back. People will get the wrong idea. To be honest, you could probably like. To be honest, it's probably more likely like this. Yo, Sugar, thank you for the tier 1. Let's roll. I think the tier list is probably more likely like this. Or like the tier list should be something like this, to be honest. Wait, no. You take the B plus out.
That's an S tier. That's an S tier healer ranker dog.
Healer ranker dog.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. Let's roll. You could probably it's probably more likely like this, I feel. Because like Holy Paladin is looking to be like, if you're looking at like pure meta, Holy Paladin is like, sorry, Resto Shaman is like a melee physical comp juicer. Evoker does good numbers, but people might not like Evoker. It probably had like easier time than a lot of these healers with Prez, but I don't expect players to play it. Mystery was doing so well, but you know what? We're keeping it like this because Mystery is gonna get buffed. Resto Druid is gonna get buffed. It's gonna work out. It's gonna work out. It's gonna work out. Resto Shaman is awfully slow. It's awfully slow right now, and it's meta healer. Doesn't matter. You play the specific build and you roll it. To be completely honest, haste could arguably gain in value in season 2 because haste, the more haste you have, the more healing waves, chain heals you press, the more chance of proccing your tier set. And your healing right now should scale with haste as well. So maybe haste is gonna get better, so it's gonna feel a little bit faster. And maybe Farseer is gonna be better as well. Alright. I'm not talking about like Resto Shaman in melee comp. Is that considered meta? I think that's meta. I think that's meta, right? All healers will be fine for 10s and 3k. All healers will be fine. To be honest, I could almost make an argument that all healers will be fine to 1%. Plus 10s? Dude, imagine plus 10s right now. You could get 5 Holy Priests and you probably get close to timing some keys. Don't get it twisted, guys. This is not a tier list for like 10s or 15s or whatever. You can and should play any healer that you enjoy. Don't be like, oh shit, Resto Druid is, everyone's putting Resto Druid as the worst healer ever. That's it. I'm not gonna play Resto Druid for plus 10. Do not do that. Do not do that. Even though plus 10s are harder in season 2. But don't give up on a healer that you enjoy. I could see it for like people who are doing like 1% pushes. Because for the people who are doing like 1% pushes, they're probably like, especially solo content. I can see like getting invited to groups is gonna be a pain in the ass. It's gonna be a pain in the ass. You're not gonna get invited, or half the time you might not get invited. I can see why people are like re-rolling for the 1%. For the 0.1%, you almost, like, if you're playing a really bad spec, you have to re-roll to get the 1.1. Like, you kind of have to. So there's like 3 different layers, right? But the biggest problem is the invites. The biggest problem is the invites. That's the biggest problem by an absolute mile. So I could say for the 1%, I can see why people are re-rolling. But for like 10s or 15s, or for like 3.4 score, 3.4 score can be done with like any healer. Any healer. Any healer, right? I don't want people to not play a healer that they enjoy just because they saw a tier list saying like Resto Druid or Holy Priestess. But Holy Priest is gonna be, believe me, Holy Priest is gonna be more than good enough to get that 1%. Especially after the latest 5% buff. It's gonna be more than good enough to get the 1%. I can almost guarantee. I think it's actually being, I think Holy Priest is being a little bit undervalued in some cases. It's actually undervalued by me as well. But it's the invites. It's the invites. It's the invites that are killing people. 100%. Moonkin is back. Let's go. Moonkin is looking good. Fury Warrior, dude. Fuck Fury Warrior. Arms is crazy good. I've played with a couple of Arms Warriors who are almost doubling the damage of the next DPS. Doubling the damage of the Arms is crazy. When is the last time Arms was so good? Or when is the last time Warrior was so good? This is what I'm talking about, the physical meta comp. Arms is insanely strong. Windwalker is low-key really good. But the survivability aspect of Windwalker, it's actually crazy. Monks went from like, or Windwalkers went from being like one of the least dying specs to being like one of the most dying specs. It's kind of crazy. Windwalker is looking really good if you can survive. Rogue's got like a 10% buff, which I think should make them usable. Get yourself a nice physical comp. Slot in a nice juicy Resto Shaman. I mean, you just get a Blood DK, whoever's the best tank. Not sure how Prot Warrior is doing. Actually, it doesn't matter. Get yourself a Blood, you can run it. You can run it right now. Like I can definitely see like a melee comp being really really good this season, unless they get nerfed. You know, I think Blizzard is doing this meta carousel because they want people to enjoy every class somehow. I think they do these changes so people re-roll and play it to some extent. Play tank next season and don't worry about invited for next season. I'm looking at season 2, obviously, hence I'm actually probably almost looking to play almost all healer specs next season. Damn. Damn, all healer specs ready to go. That's a lot of gearing. Warrior is good each season for the first 2 or 3 weeks. Warrior for sure will get nerfed as they are top DPS in raid. Guardian Druid for the buff. Wait, God, no, it's not that big. It's not that big. Oh, Mark of the Wild would be good for that though, but it's not that big. Sorry, like you're not gonna forget. Like Blue Decay seems quite nice to be honest. The Pharisees mania cast ceiling, they mania cast ceiling rain. When the tier set procs them, it's just an additional healing rain, but you can manually cast healing rain for Farseer went through like over the last couple of like expansions, it went through like insane amount of changes. Like insane amount of buffs. Blizzard wants you to cast healing rain, even though there might be a build where you don't cast it. I don't know. I'm not sure. Like we're talking about Mythic Plus purely. There might be a build where maybe you put less emphasis on it. But they went through so much. From the logs I've seen, people were casting heal. I mean, I was running with couple of melee people who were stacking. I felt like it was kind of worth it to cast healing rain. But I think it also comes down to like, are people stacking in those situations? But I think if people are stacking in it, it's probably gonna be worth it. Yeah. It's not that bad because you can actually move it. But you don't. I don't know if you want to move it that early. I don't know if you want to move it that early, anyways. I need one more. I need one more, and I'm kind of done with Paladin. Kind of. Because I can do Rotmire tomorrow. Surely I can do Rotmire tomorrow. Rotmire. Surely I get the boots. The boots. The boots. Surely we get the boots. The boots. The boots. Surely we get the boots. The boots. The boots. Holy shit, that's a lot of healers. Let's get the booties. Like I said before, the tank just left. Welcome all. Tank left. The guy is 259, but it doesn't matter. The item level, I don't feel like the item level is that. What's the chest item enchant? World Soul. 6k gold. Dude, these people need to be fucking... Dude, this is insane. I'm fucked. Let's summon. I will log in for one. Oh wait, they already found. Is that you or no? That's not you. They already found the DK. Do you want to do one afterwards? I still gonna need to do one afterwards. I read that too long. I've got 4 healers ready to roll for Mythic 0 week 1. It's just motivating myself to get it done. You know they changed. Week 1 vault. It's no longer giving a bonus roll, so it's useless. So when the patch comes out the 12th to the 18th, it's literally a vacation time. And I actually take a vacation during that time. So perfect. It's literally a vacation day. The vault doesn't matter. I mean, you could get yourself a socket or maybe a possible low geared tier set, but it's... I don't know if you can get tier sets in that week. I'm not sure. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. What the hell? But it's not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal anymore. I really wanted the stupid token, man. I don't know why Blizzard is so scared for people gearing up that quickly. They just want to last. Are we getting the new ones every 2 weeks in this season? I can't remember how often the catalyst charges. Honestly, I haven't looked at the catalyst charges beside that you can catalyze cantrip items and you can catalyze tier sets and you're gonna keep the same stats. But I haven't looked at the charge system, how fast it is. Does anyone know actually? I might need to do a little bit double checking on that. How often you get it. Because catalysts are getting big changes. Like being able to catalyze cantrip items or being able to catalyze your stats based on the gear that you get. Can be interesting. Increase the grind. You think Fury's still good on season 2? No. Dude, why would you play Fury when Arms is so good? Boys, how often is Warrior that meta? How often is Warrior this meta? Arms is looking fucking to be honest, Arms is looking too good. Arms is looking too good. Arms is looking too good. It's probably gonna get nerfed. Let's take that out of the thing. Let's take that out of the thing. Arms is looking so good that it's likely to get nerfed, so maybe it's not good to put the egg, the chicken, and the chicken comes out of the what? It's warriors have a really hard time because of the crafting and stuff like that, because Arms is looking insane. Even with the nerf is not looking that big at all. It honestly is not looking that big at all. We should have bloodlusted, but it makes it hard, right? You don't like Arms? Well then, you don't like being top of the DPS meters. Who doesn't like to be... Like, people don't realize this. You know what the funnest part of a spec is? Dominating meters or healing meters. That's the most fun aspect of every single spec. And if you don't agree with this, then you probably play transmogs. You probably go and transmog your characters and shit like that and all that. I'm memeing, man. I'm memeing. Numbers are only temporary. Transmogs are forever. Remember that. And mounts. And mounts. Mounts as well.
AoE.
I actually... Have they released the mount for the mythic boss in the next season? Can you see that mount? I need to check if it's good. I need to check if it's good. Because the mythic Lura mount... Initially, I thought it was dog shit. But the more I've used it, I think it's OP. I think it's OP. I think it's very nice. 454, 4,000. Dude, I think Resil 21 is not even gonna be needed for for the 1%. The way that it's looking like, Resil 21 is not even gonna be needed. You are giga safe with 450.
Dot.
I feel like you can go on holidays. I think you can go on, I think literally 4K, like 4K on the my prediction 3980. My prediction 3984 for what's needed.
Dot.
Dude, imagine if you're in US, you're not even that far off the 0.1 title. You could probably just spend a little bit of time and try and get the 0.1 title. Like, I'm not even kidding you. If you're in US, I probably would have tried that. Yeah, but like poking for keys is like cringe as hell, bro.
AOE.
How do you feel Holy Paladin will do in raid? I don't know about the raid thing too much. I think Holy Paladin is looking to be pretty good. It's looking to be pretty like I don't even feel comfortable about talking in raid too much because I think I'm just like there's just so little sample size. I don't know, man. I feel like there's so little sample size to talk about it with the latest. I think it's looking pretty good. The best question is that I think it's gonna do okay. I think it's gonna be fine. I genuinely don't like talking about the raid predictions because it's just
AOE.
I just think there's such a small sample size of testing so far.
Dispel.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
AOE.
What content are you looking to do
Intermission.
in raid? Are you looking to get like Hall of Fame? Are you looking to get like? Are you just looking like? It's very different. Are you doing mythic raiding? Because like there's a huge difference whether you're doing mythic raiding or not as well. Because if you're doing heroic raiding, you might be doing 30-man raiding, and that's a different estimation as well. You know. It's also a different estimation as well. How does it Holy Paladin raid performance? I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what the raid performance is gonna be like. There's literally like the latest logs. The latest logs that happened based on the latest changes. There was only 2 bosses tested, and then I know people were testing raid dummies. But I also think that's like small sample size, and it's purely rot damage. Like,
Intermission.
I think it's gonna be fine. I think it's gonna be fine, but that's also a lot of speculation. I don't feel like crazy comfortable answering that. I have no issues answering Mythic Plus because I spent like literally hundreds of hours testing Mythic Plus, right? Like I've tested Mythic Plus all day, every day. Well, not now because I'm gearing my Holy Paladin. I'm not testing Mythic Plus right now on PTR because there's nothing to test. I have very clear idea of how healers are performing. A very clear idea of what healers are gonna feel like. I'm already like ready for my main.
Dot.
I'm ready for my main video. It was actually very easy to choose. I don't know what my main is gonna be because it's like it's not 100% because you never know with the because like oh shit, why does this stack like that?
Dot.
Okay, can anyone remind me to check nameplates for enemy buffs and change the location of that? If you can remind me, that would be great. I don't like how the multiple buffs look like. But like the best thing I can tell you right now, based on what I've seen, is that I don't need logs to tell you this. But Mistweaver is not doing that well in raid. I can tell you this right now. Resto Druid, I seen some logs where Resto Druids were doing well, but I also seen logs where Resto Druid was questionable. I can guarantee that Mistweaver right now is not doing well in raid. Like I can guarantee you, Resto Druid is still questionable, I think. Can I place them in like... Oh my god, I'm dead here.
Dot.
Or something along those lines, you know. I dodged season 1 almost completely, I think. I'll be maining Resto Shaman season 2. Welcome to the club. I'm hoping to main Resto Shaman as well.
Dot.
Like, the reason I'm saying I'm hoping is because I want to get Hall of Fame and our guild wants to get Hall of Fame, and that's the first 8 weeks. So a lot of the times I might be playing healers that are fitting the guild. But then I'll come back to the healers that I enjoy the most. But I'm hoping the Resto Shaman. I think Resto Shaman is doing decently well in raid, so maybe you will see Resto Shaman more in that raid. That would be insanely cool. I would love to main Resto Shaman in raid. I would love to main Resto Shaman in raid. That would be so great. And what do I mean by that? I mean playing Resto Shaman in raid and feeling like I'm actually adding value to the healing comp. And not feeling like I'm fucking like, oh my god, I'm literally just making everything harder for everyone. Because that's literally what Resto Shaman felt like in season 1 when it comes to raiding. Right? But I think the mini rework that they did is looking kind of interesting. I think it's looking at the bare minimum to be something like middle of the pack, maybe greater than middle of the pack, I don't know. At least, like, it's looking like that in my opinion. But the thing is that
Clear.
Blizzard is gonna do tuning for raids all the time because of the race to world first. So the best healer right now could be the worst healer. It's happened before. It's literally happened before. Well, maybe not that crazy, but yeah.
Clear.
Yeah.
Mark.
To make Farseer better, I think Farseer could see some raid. We'll have to see. We'll have to see, because I think a lot of people, even if Farseer, let's say Farseer is like 3% better or something. Let's say Farseer is a tiny bit better. I still don't think people are gonna roll to it because it's harder to make Farseer work. Like, Shaman is a weird position like that. Mode main Press Evoker and Blue Decay. I also have my Press Evoker ready. These are the characters. The video is coming out tomorrow, but Resto Shaman, Press Evoker, Holy Paladin are the 3 characters I'm going to gear because we have splits. Those are the cards that I'm geared with the hopes of Resto Shaman being my main, but who knows? Yeah, I'm talking about main in raid. It'll probably be end up my main for Mythic Plus though. I'll get a nice physical comp going and we're gonna YOLO, dude. It's physical comp time. It's physical comp time, boys.
Dodge.
Physical comp, Arenio. Only Paladin the best in Mythic Plus right now, yeah. Right now. How to get a camera to stay put and not zoom in when you're passing by something that usually brings in the way? I don't have autofocus. My camera is like 10 years old. It's legit like 10 years old. This is not PTR. I'm gearing my Holy Paladin right now. I'm gearing my Holy Paladin for the thing. Isn't a social figure pretty reason to run Shaman if it's not? No, it's not. If Resto Shaman's dog shit, you're not running it because of a social figure. Not even close. I don't feel like it's even close enough for that. Even Spirit Link, I'll be honest with you, people are undervalue Spirit Link by a lot. Even Spirit Link right now is being looked down upon. It's being looked down upon, and I actually low-key think it's a lot better than what people think it is. I think, depending on situations, I think it can actually be really, really nice. But people are even looking down upon, like, I really wish they had APT Totem again, man. I really wish they had APT Totem, man, dude. Because that, like, I think the combination of APT Totem and Social Vigor and Spirit Link, I think that was kind of like, ooh, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. I really wish that APT.
AoE.
It's so dumb they took that away, dude. It's so dumb they took that away. Like, I can tell you this right now. For like Hall of Fame guilds, not like top 100, but let's say top 100 plus, APT, actually even in high end guilds, APT saw you could see value from APT in raid. You could see value in APT. This exact scenario has happened to me multiple times in raids. Multiple times. We're stuck on a certain raid boss. Someone always dies or two people die. We don't have enough DPS to bypass. We're stuck in a specific phase of a boss. It's happening over and over. We're spending hours and hours on doing a boss. You whip out APT, and all of a sudden you bypass that phase, and now you're progressing the next phase. Happened multiple times. But the problem was before that, your healing would be lower because you would have to give up like Earth and Wall Totem, and it felt like, oh shit, I have to give up some of my healing to get the APT, and it's like, some people were feeling like, oh, I don't want to do that, I want to look good on meters, you know that. It's like, I'm really sad they removed that. I'm really sad they removed that. But it's not like Ancestral Vigor is bad. Ancestral Vigor is still, like, you know, it's still nice. We'll see. Let's hope for Resto Shaman in Race to World first, because Race to World first, just like tier list, Race to World first healer composition has such a big effect on any Hall of Fame guild. It's wild. Hall of Fame guilds are going to be watching Race to World first, and they're gonna be like, oh well, Liquid ran this comp, we have to run this comp. I can guarantee you.
How's the beagle gone?
Oh, the guy came in.
No.
I couldn't even say goodbye.
Dude, the beagle did not want to go. He was sitting on the sofa with his head down, shaking, looking like the saddest dog in the world. And he did not want to go. He wouldn't go off the sofa.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not funny. Maybe the...
No, he said because he doesn't like the car.
Ah.
But he didn't even... He was a bit excited when he saw him.
Yeah.
But he was way more excited when we came down. And he would see us, he would jump like a crazy pig. With him, he did maybe one jump and he was good. And he was like, eh. Like, I'm not kidding. And I was like, hopefully they don't think I was mean to the dog, because he looked so sad. I was like trying to cheer him up, like, hey little piggy, it's not gonna be bad. Like the poor baby.
When did the guy come down?
Just now, like 10 minutes ago.
I didn't even hear anything. Did you hear me shouting nonsense about
No, I didn't.
healers and the
No,
meta and
I
all
didn't-
that
I didn't
nonsense?
hear.
What is this guy
Doesn't
talking
like the
about?
car should. Nah, it's true. Apparently the beagle, he was in a car accident.
Yeah.
And we took him to the forest for a walk, and he did not want to get into our car either.
It literally goes down to the
Under the seat and
seat
hides.
and just literally shakes.
Yeah, and he
it's
shakes.
actually really sad.
So, but the drive to the forest was only like 5 minutes, so it was okay. You know, he
Oh my
wasn't like,
God.
he was scared, but not like scared where he was like, you know, it was like bad. He was like a little bit, but then yeah, he does not like the car
No, he has some PTSD with the car for
because
sure.
apparently he was in a car accident. So I do
He
believe.
has some
And
PTSD with it,
he
you can
was
tell.
like, he was happy first when he saw him. You know, he did do like a little jump. It was like, hey, he didn't like hide straight away.
That's a
But
cool story, bro. That's what Nir said.
Clear.
I wasn't even telling the story, so he's telling you this.
Okay, like
This
whatever.
is
That's my life.
This is the guy I
I
told.
just spent 4
Wait, wait.
days with a beagle
Wait, this
all
is
day long.
this is the guy that I told you from the guild.
I see, okay.
Yeah, this is the guy.
Well, that explains it, I
It
guess.
does explain a lot, doesn't it?
But, but the thing is, no, like honestly, the poor baby, I miss him so much.
Marie, you did nothing for 4 days.
It would be nice to watch a dog. I did nothing. I was literally.
I think so. Marie was sitting the dog,
Clear.
and you were so scared to make sure that you do everything so well with the dog, which is great because I want the dog to have a good time. But I think she forgot to do like you focus on the dog 24/7. It's actually legit the best service you could ever provide.
Yeah, honestly, if anybody wants me to sit
She
their
was
dog,
with the dog 24/7.
slept with the dog on the sofa every night.
She slept on the sofa and not upstairs with me because the cats would not like the dog.
No,
It was like she was not here for 4 days.
yeah.
This is not
I
what
did,
it is.
I did feed him, but we also ordered takeaway, so like kind of. No, I want this to be a therapeutic experience. For the
We're
dog.
never doing this again.
Listen,
Oh,
this-
you need to find a better balance with
This-
sitting dogs.
Yeah, I know. If I do the sitting at home again, we'll have to. Again, as I said, we have to convert.
I missed Marie so much.
We have to.
I actually was depressed a little bit for 4 days.
Huh?
Because I literally had to go to bed by myself. No one was watching movies with me. I was just eating ice creams and falling asleep.
That sounds horrible.
Literally.
That sounds.
I fell asleep to like ice cream wrappers right next to me, all by
You
myself.
do that when I'm there too.
It's
Like, you
fucked.
eat as much ice cream.
Yeah, but I don't fall asleep to ice creams. I watch them and then like we have a conversation. We talk
Then
about
have
the
a conversation. We
movie.
watch the movie.
Yeah, it's great. And now I just literally was depressed eating food, ice cream, until I fell asleep. Until I couldn't, until I fell asleep completely, like completely passed out. With like wrappers everywhere. It's not a life.
No, the girl is complaining so much.
And the cats were upset you were
The
gone.
cats got really upset today. They lost their nerves today. They were like, if you don't come down, we're gonna freaking hit you.
The beagle was a good dog though. But the dogs are definitely... The dogs are...
He's a good dog.
He's a good dog.
was
I
a-
like them a lot.
He was a very good dog.
I
He was
liked him
very,
a lot.
Very friendly with all humans and
Yeah,
animals.
it's very good.
He likes other dogs. He likes
It's a
cats.
kind-hearted dog.
Very kind-hearted dog.
But the problem is, I definitely feel like dogs need way more attention than cats.
I would definitely say beagles are actually really good dogs.
Yeah, but they need so much attention.
Because
I swear to
he's
God.
a rescue. He's a rescue. He was abused apparently before they got
I don't mind that. I like
so,
it.
So, no, but if you
I like it because we used to have 4 cats, but we have 3 cats, and I swear to God, you can just let the cats do whatever the fuck they want.
I don't know. Pablito and Perito
You
need
can
their
just-
babies.
You can just leave the cats. They'll come down when they want. They'll eat when they want. It's a different story. It's a different story. But I want to get a dog. It's not that it's bad. Dogs make
He
you
was a-
walk them, which is
Yeah,
really great.
I walked so many steps.
Which is really great. They actually give you a reason to go for a
Yeah.
walk.
Which is like great in the morning when you feel like groggy, you just have to get
Yeah,
out. You
and
know?
it's so cute
then-
because remember when I bring out the harness, what
He
it's
gets so
called,
excited.
he gets
yeah.
so excited.
He does a little chumpy.
He gets so happy about walkies.
Yeah.
Like you have to walk him. You
Yeah,
have to walk.
He didn't jump out of the window. Listen, the window was open, and he took a sniff outside, and then he slid down the
He'll
roof
absorb.
because it's like not like it's like you always. see
Okay,
the roof.
the cat
So he
the
slid
cat
down.
jumping out the window is a different story. It's
He didn't like jump because he wanted to leave.
we barricaded the windows. Actually, not barricaded. We have them open.
But they
But
can't.
slightly.
Yeah.
He'll absorb.
So like, and so he
Yeah.
didn't try to like run away. It was just he's like very nosy, stepped on the roof, and then he just slid down because he's really fast.
It's because some of my cats are not made for the wild, and Pablito is not made for
Yeah,
the wild.
I am literally saving up for Catio right now.
He's not made for the
The
wild.
money that I earned from the dog sitting is gonna go into their Catio fund because I want them to have the best custom-made patio, like custom-made with like tons of climbing opportunities, really big, so they can spend like tons of time outside.
It's a great. We're gonna get it.
No, like I already there's a company in Ireland that does custom-made patios and they do it however you want, however.
So, what lies did you tell her about me? Because none of this was true. I was telling you you're a great guy and definitely not a. Like, I don't think I can say that. I didn't say anything.
That's not what you said to me.
What did I say to you?
Just joking.
What did I say to you?
I can't say that on camera. I'm joking. Or am I? No, I'm joking, of course. Probably joking. I'm joking.
I want black.
Not like this. What is there to tell? What is there to tell there? I'm getting tired now anyways. I kind of wanted to do the... I've been saying I wanted to do the PTO, some of the PTO testing, but... Oh yeah, I just didn't want to edit anymore. I already finished editing the video, I just needed a break. This is my break time. This is literally my break, and I thank you guys for keeping me company, because it's you're keeping me company more than anything, because I just don't want to go back to editing videos. It's just so boring. Welcome guys to a new video. Paladin is OP, it's gonna get nerfed and then everyone's gonna be over. This healer is OP, make sure to play it. This healer is actually shit. You're playing Holy Priest? Oh my god. What? It's all the same shit, right? It's all the same poop. It's all the same poop at the end of the day. Stop going on holidays, 15 holidays a year and hire an editor. I don't want to hire an editor because I don't know how to say this, but I don't trust it. I like videos edited the way I like them. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's explained. I like videos edited the way I like them, right?
Soak.
Kind of. Fearless, blah blah blah. This healer is the best. This healer, the thing is that at least I test my tier list, right? I was looking at some of the tier lists that people are doing, and I could name you like 4 fucking content creators who probably never stepped their foot in like PTO or haven't done anything, and just like, oh hey guys, this is the best healer tier, or not healer, this is the best tier list you'll see in season 2. Oh hey guys, I don't think I've ever tested a single dungeon in season 2, but here's the best tanks, here's the best DPS guys. Here's the best one, guys. I don't even know how to install PTR, but here's the best tier list for season 2. That's fucking cringe, right? Like, there's tier list making, which is inherently cringe. There's tier list making without actually testing, which is additional cringe. There's layers to it. There's layers to it, man. There is multiple okay, feet. No. Just let AI make it. There's AI tier lists. Back in my day. Back in my day. The thing is that like at least I tested my stuff. There's only like I genuinely can tell you, there's only very few people who actually test their shit and make a tier list based on that. This is what happens. This is what actually legitimately happens. I'm not saying my tier list right, because I don't think there's any 100% right tier list. There's like 5 people who actually test PTR. I'm gonna draw this. I need to do this. There's like 5 people who actually test shit on PTR. Let's say 5 people. They actually test shit on PTR. Then there's like 15 other channels who don't do any testing, and they just steal the tier list made by those 5 people or something along those lines. They steal those tier lists. Then there is other 5, 10 YouTubers or whatever shit who steal those tier lists. And now you legitimately get a meta based on those 5 people. Like, this is what, like, the meta of season 2 is made by like 5 people. Like, actually. Because everything else gets propagated by other people who don't actually do their own testing. And then they just trust those people. So if 5 people get it wrong, if that small percentage gets it wrong, then everyone else copies it and gets everything wrong, and then it's all just fucked up, right? It's funny. It's funny that way. It's funny that way. Funny or interesting. I don't know if I need to do another one. Let's do another one. Maybe the legs are gonna drop. It is what it is, 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 what it is. What it is, what it is, what it is. What it is. At the end of the day, playing a healer. Rogue, for example, may as well be part of my B tier as it only relevant in niche situations or overpower tuning. Then you make another 15 near TV, then you make another, exactly, another 15, 15, 15. I have a guy in my guild that goes off those crazy untested tier lists, and it's so funny, and some of the stuff he says. Tier list is subjective anyway, it's completely pointless saying S class is S tier when it brings nothing, and then he'll hit with tuning back to the. There'll be a lot of tuning. Like, the thing is that you can still get. I feel like you can still get a decent idea of what classes are strong right now. But then the actual meta is gonna be like 0.5, 0.7 patch, right? What I'm saying is that I find it hilarious because I know I could name you like 5 people who make YouTube videos who I know just steal tier lists. They've done 0 testing themselves, and they'll just regurgitate whatever was said by like, you know, just 0 testing themselves. This is what I mean by saying that tier lists end up being wrong most or a lot of the times, is because it's legit made. It's legit like 5 to 10 people actually test PTO. There's a very small percentage of people who actually test stuff, and then there is a large population of people who end up copying what those people end up saying. And then if those people get it wrong, then it gets propagated, blah blah blah. Then there's the AI is now coming into play. Like, there's a lot of shit, right? There's a lot of stuff like that. But this is why you should, like, you know, I'm sure people know exactly the people who are testing stuff, right? And they check out their stuff. Like, oh yeah, this guy has tested stuff on PTR. This guy has spent this much time, like, you know. People know. PTR with suboptimal rotation and puts that in the S tier rank. This near chap. Who's that? Wait, do you want to do a key, Vusi? You said you wanted to do a key. Sandbagging is the way to go. That's the only way to play the game. It's the only way to play your spec when a new patch is coming out. Sandbagging. Make sure to follow it. Do you remember when the Heroic Week was here? When the Heroic Week was here, Blizzard would legitimately, at the end of the Heroic Week, would base their numbers on how the Heroic Week went. If you could somehow get the population of a certain spec to sandbag really well, bro, you could actually trick the system at least for a couple of weeks or a month. You could trick the system. There's no more heroic week though, so I don't know. There's no more heroic week, so I don't know how Blizzard is gonna do that. We'll have to see. No more heroic week. Oh, I got myself some extra crests. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, dude, is the guild doing Rotmire this Wednesday, or is that not a thing? Is the guild doing Rotmire? Because I really need Rotmire for the chest. Well, mainly the chest, to be completely honest. I can log in. I'll do one more. I'll do the last dungeon, because this was going to be a short stream anyways. This was just a pleb stream. I'll be right back. Alright, back. Let's do last one. I'm getting super hungry. Finally, Marie is back from the babysitting. Well, not babysitting. Flashlight is insane on PTO, yeah. And when you combine that with Beacon, something like Beacon of Virtue, and he gave us infusion flashlights. Very juicy. Very, 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 very juicy. I still think they need to rework the force set for Paladin. I don't know. I still think they need to rework the faucet. And the wait, you coming down on your Druid? Come down on character that needs gear. Come down character needs gear. Wait, I missed out. Oh my god, official Matty, thank you for the 14 months, dude. I'm a pleb. Oh, so House Press looking for raid healing in season 2 from the limited logs. It was looking to be pretty good. It was really OP at the start of PTR. It was kind of OP at the start of PTR. They had to nerf some of the Dream Breath. I think it's looking to be good. I don't know, like, probably one of the race to world first considerations. Where, like, this priest was looking good. But there's very limited data available. I don't like to go off very limited sample size. There's very limited sample size to go off with the latest changes. It's almost like a little bit of guesstimates right now. Ask me to go press because we can't find any Evoker for a mythic rating roster, so that'll be challenging. I think press is really fun in season 2, man. I like the tier set. I think press is gonna do well. I think press is gonna do well in raid, and I think it is highly underrated in Mythic Plus. I don't think it's gonna be meta in Mythic Plus, but I think it's highly underrated in Mythic Plus. I think if you can play it well, you can see good numbers. It's just you're gonna like it is more difficult healer to play. It is more difficult healer to play. Like you need to be up for the challenge. Some people, and I'm talking about based on personal experience, because again, like when I was playing Prez and stuff like that, I got a lot of messages from people saying like I swapped to Prez. It's just I can't make it work. I got this message from like 3 or 4 people. Like actually legit. Oh, I saw you playing Prez. I saw Prez was doing well in the raid. My guild asked me to swap to Prez because we didn't have any evokers, or we didn't have anyone who wanted to play Prez. I could not make it work. I'm gonna go back. I got messages like this. Because it can't be very different to heal with it. So I'm just saying it as a cautionary tale type of thing. A lot of the times people end up swapping to Prez purely because the guild asks them to do it, and maybe they don't really enjoy it. Or the most important thing is to enjoy it, man. The most important thing is you have all characters at 285. The fuck. The most important thing is to enjoy it, man. Because if you don't enjoy a healer, let's say you roll Prez. This happens so much. It happened to me multiple times because we didn't have healers who wanted to play Prez. This season we do, but previous seasons we had so many people who didn't want to play Prez, and the guild asked me to do it. I enjoy Prez, so I'm like, oh hey, let's try and improve. Like if I feel like I'm not doing that well, I look at logs, I look at like what other people are doing, I look at like, you know, tech trying to get better. And you get better and stuff like that, and like, you know, you feel like you're adding value to your raid team, blah blah blah, all those things. If you're someone who re-rolls and you don't really enjoy it, you're not gonna be like pushing yourself to get better. You're just gonna be like coasting, right? You're gonna be like, it's okay. And you're probably gonna get worse and worse, right? The most important thing at the end of the day is to actually play a spec that you enjoy. Because if you don't enjoy it, I can tell you this, and this happened to me before in Dragonflight. In Dragonflight Season 3, when I played Holy Paladin, because no one wanted to play Holy Paladin, I hated every single week of that playstyle. I hated every single week of that playstyle, and I did not want to play it. I need Magisters, so I don't know if you need Magisters as well. I feel like not on your Druid is probably juiced up. El Juiso. El Juiso. Cause like I've done this before where I was supposed to change the nameplate, sorry. It all comes down to whether you enjoy it or not. It all comes down to whether you enjoy it or not. That's the most important thing, honestly. Whether you're pushing really high scores or whether you're just blabbing it. Too lazy to gear. You don't really need to gear right now. My Paladin is just really plebby. Might as well just use it. I played this priest here in season 1, but our guild died and I rejoined a different guild and they have 2 priests already. And if I wanted a spot, it was mostly pres they needed. I played it a long time, but if you enjoyed it, you can make it work. I think pres will always, honestly, I think pres has always looked above average to great in raid. It just felt like it was more made towards raid than Mythic Plus, but I think in Mythic Plus in season 2 it's also looking pretty good. If you're willing to put in the work. Damn. I'm putting a beacon on myself. Everyone else is not gonna die in this group. Wait, is this Jamie? I can't tell if it's the friend that I... It is. Jememe. Jememe, dude. The problem with Prez is more about the fact that it could catch some nerfs in raid more than anything. Because high pushing just ain't for me anymore, so I put all my focus in raiding now. I just do weekly keys. Yeah, that's fair, that's fair. Raiding is looking to be pretty important next season. Jameme.
Dot.
I need more damage.
AoE.
I like my damage here. I'll take it. Any rating from PTR? You can see the last 2 bosses, and there was automatic jacks, target dummy testing. But again, there's just all of those things. Sample size is very small. Sample size is very small. I guess you could make educated guesses. I guess you could make educated guesses on this. The raid HPS list, you can see it on my Discord on the general. It's pinned on the general. I could link it to you. I can't link it to you now. I don't know. I can link it to you after the dungeon. But it's on my Discord on the general on the pinned. It's or you can try and Google PTR logs. But honestly, last time I Googled it, I couldn't find it myself. It was like well hidden. And the target dummy logs, I don't know. Maybe someone has target dummy logs here. But the raid performance thing, I feel like is... Oh, shit.
Dot.
We're juicing here, boys. Can I link it? I found your Discord. Yeah, do it. I was gonna do it myself, I just can't do it in a dungeon. I just can't do it in a dungeon. I don't want people to join a Discord just for that, but like, I pinned it just to save it myself.
Dot.
Yeah, Lincoln, yeah. The problem with that list that you saw is that the last changes, there's only 2 bosses that have been tested with the latest changes. Because all of the Resto Shaman testing, you didn't have the big the rework that Resto Shaman had. So you literally can't judge Resto Shaman performance except for the last 2 bosses. I think it was the 24th of last month. This is what I mean about raid testing being so fucking weird. And most of the bosses that have been tested on Mythic only have like 2-minute segments because they're quite hard to progress. You know what I mean? But there's nothing more exciting than a new, beautiful raid. New gearing, new metas, new plebiness. Ooh yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh yeah, 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 yeah. New UIs. That actually reminds me, I want to add more UI options for the different specs, like Red Paladin and Prod Paladin and stuff like that. I probably will do that tomorrow. I think I'll probably do that tomorrow, just add some of the new specs to this. Because I have all the healers, and I have like Enhancement Shaman, Elemental Shaman, Aug Evoker, Dev Evoker. But I don't have like Prot Paladin, Red Paladin. I don't have Shadow Priest. So then gonna be Holy Paladin and Resto Shaman and Mythic Plus. I kind of talked about this, like based on right now, Holy Paladin is the best healer in Mythic Plus, based on the changes that you see right now. But I said this like 3 times because I wanted to do this prediction tier list. Resto Shaman is in a more likely spot to be meta than Holy Paladin. Because you don't want to be OP at the start of a season, and the physical melee comp is looking really nice next season. Arms Warrior is insane, Windwalker is actually doing really well, Rogue's got like substantial buffs and things like that. I think physical comp is looking really nice, and Resto Shaman can fit into that really, really well. So, like, I actually think it's more likely than Resto Shaman is going to be meta than Holy Paladin, but that's pure speculation. That's pure speculation. Like that doesn't really have a lot of like, you're basically just gambling, right? But like, if changes would go live the way that they are right now, Holy Paladin would be the best healer in PTR or on season 2. But historically speaking, meta doesn't really have, meta revolves around 0.5, 0.7 patches. And being second best healer is honestly better.
Dodge.
You're falling under the radar a bit. Right. It's actually better in my experience. I'm purging? Oh, amazing purge.
Clear.
It's also dependent on like what the best tanks are gonna be, what the best DPS is gonna be, and all those things, right? Like meta is a fickle beast. Meta is a fickle beast.
Clear.
Paladin damage just fucking sucks.
Marked. Dodge. Dispel.
Physical comp, historically physical comp was rarely better than, let's say, the caster comp. But I think this season could be interesting as well. You also have Arcane Mage and stuff like that doing well. You have Hunters doing well, but they received quite a big nerfs. I know currently it's Blood Decay and Proud Paladin. Blood Decay was really strong. He got some nerfs to damage, but I think it's still looking really nice. It's still looking very nice. Blood Decay is also nice for a healer. Like, I think it's nice for a healer because technically it's like one less. Blood Decay was looking strong, but Proud Paladin got nerfs, but I don't think it's gone either. But if Blood Decay ends up being meta, it's good for Holy Paladin. It's very good for Holy Paladin. Because tank meta can squeeze out healers very easily. We've seen this happening in Season 1. You can squeeze out. No. I had to bubble. Team Holy Paladin, let's go! I want Holy Paladin to be meta. Don't get me wrong. I want Holy Paladin to be Season 2 meta. It's been a while. But like I said before, I don't like I think Holy Paladin like oh shit, bro. Fucked.
AoE.
It's never great to be OP at the start of the season, but crazier things have happened before, so holy shit, that interrupt.
Heal absorb. Heal absorb.
And of course, the start of a season is primarily raid balance. But the problem is the raid balance will also trickle down in Mythic Plus. Blizzard doesn't have amazing tuning knobs for Mythic Plus and raid only. They have some, but not insane. Most of the time, nerfs in raid will trickle down in some form in terms of Mythic Plus. Sometimes Blizzard is good about this and they're like, oh shit, this healer is performing really well in raid, but it's not doing that well in Mythic Plus. We're gonna try and like nerf something that's gonna trickle down in Mythic Plus, but then we're also gonna buff some aspects for Mythic Plus only. They try to do that, but it's never really perfect. It's never 100%. So it's something definitely to consider. Never 100%. Never 100%. Wait, I think the legs are the last piece that I need here. I think. Damn, dude. Everyone just had their cooldowns here. Dude. Matt Shucks with 60k. Let's go. Big 60k.
Heal absorb.
Heal absorb on your beautiful. I feel like I release it with merchants, but it's like just the BTA spread echoes caching with merchants. Yeah. Because there's only 100% guaranteed way of getting merchants with resting Dream Bread. If you're spreading your echoes and you're like shh, and then you're gambling on Mauritius, it can feel so bad. It'll happen sometimes where like you don't have Dream Bread, but you'll have a bunch of echoes, and you're like, please let me have. Ooh, we can't skip. Can we skip this? We can't skip this. Okay, we just do the. We just wait. What? What about the DK? What about the blood DK? Oh, you're coming down. It's coming down to skip it. I swear to you, it would have been faster to kill this. I swear to you, it would have been faster. But this means we can do a 22 after this. We can do a 22 after this. This means we have the tech.
Soak.
The thing is, it's looking like... Oh, I should have done the thing. It's looking like Flame Shaper will be the way to go in raid. But like, don't quote me on this fully because who knows what's gonna change. But most of the people that were testing Press Evoker stuff, it was to do with Flame Shaper. Flame Shaper has extra synergy with your tier set because Flame Shaper has synergy with Essence Burst. Some of the elements have been nerfed with that as well. But Flame Shaper, testing Flame Shaper in raid, and that's partly to do with Flame Shaper and also the tier set, but I was getting so many Essence Bursts, it was crazy. I was like living in Essence Burst, like it was just wild. But that's also to do partly because Flame Shaper and partly to do with the tier set because The 2-set bonus that shoots out living flames also has a chance of proccing essence bursts. So it's almost like proccing upon itself, right?
So,
And that was kind of fun. That was kind of fun. I liked it. Dude, it's a 4 chest. It's actually legit the 4 chest. Borderline. I can jump it on a Paladin. With the horsey. Let me try it. Let me try it. Just out of interest. Oh yeah, the only thing that I need is the boots, and they dropped. It's the only item that could drop. But it still dropped. Yeah. Let me see if I can jump this. How can you jump this with just a speed increase? There's no way. There is no way. I forgot to press the space. That doesn't count. I feel like do I need to have a running start? I have to have a running start. I have to have a running start. There's no way. There's no way. I feel like it's extra dangerous. I feel like it's extra dangerous. Does Blessing and Horsey stack? Hmm. Oh, fuck, dude. I just can't have the running start on it. I just can't have a running start on it. I feel like it's too plebby. I'm done with my Paladin, I think. I'm ready for the next week. I'm ready for next week, guys. Bring on next week. Bring on next week. Bring it on. I need to go eat food. I appreciate for the help, boys. I appreciate for the help. I think tomorrow I'm gonna do some UI stuff with Ellis Mears. Tomorrow there should be a video out as well with my main. Technically, I'm not 100% sure what the main is gonna be because doing raid progression, you never know, kind of, I guess, to some extent. Having a main in big 2026 is... Shaman is my preferred main. And I probably will play Shaman in Mythic plus pushing. But I need to have three characters geared. It'd be Resto Shaman, Press Evoker, and Holy Paladin in that order. And I really want to play Shaman in Raid. I really want to play Shaman in Raid. Where was... Someone said they had log to the thing. I kind of wanted to see it. To the... dummy testing. But again, it's just such a small... Shaman is my preferred main, but you never know with the raid. I like Press Evoker a lot. I think Holy Paladin is fun, partly because of the power as well. These are my main plebers right now. These are my main plebers right now. The El Jusos. Mythic plus Shaman. I kind of wanted to play Shaman in, because like next season you kind of want to bring up. Next season you kind of want to play the characters that you're gonna play in Raid and Mythic plus because of the gearing, you know. And the Shaman mini rework is looking to be pretty good as well. But I don't know if it's top 4. You need to be like top 4 to make it in Raid. To some extent. I don't know if it's top 4. Top 4. Dude, my Shaman is sorry, my Paladin is actually juiced up. It just needs Rotmire now. Thank you, Jamie, and thank you, Wusu, for coming down. I appreciate it, boys. We're gonna call it now, and we're gonna work on some UI stuff. Video is coming out tomorrow. I have it scheduled and everything. Video scheduled. Of course it's scheduled. Of course it's scheduled. Video scheduled and ready to go. Oh my. I need to go eat food as well. PoE next week. You expecting tuning that would 180 shift mythic Brazilian meta with discourse to Judas S tier? It's not impossible. It's not impossible. Like Discipline needs atomic transfer buffs to mythic plus, and I think it would climb a lot higher. And Resto Druid would just need like an overall buff or hot buff or whatever. I expect Resto Druid to get buffs 100%. And I expect Mistweaver to get buffs 100%. I don't expect Disc to get buffs 100%. Because I think they have a hard time of balancing it in Raid, and Disc is doing well in Raid. But I expect Mistweaver to get buffs, and I expect Resto Druid to get buffs, because even in Raid, they could receive buffs. Even in Raid, they could receive buffs. If I were making bets, I think the highest chance, I think like a healer that has the highest chance of being meta is probably Resto Shaman, just because of the physical melee comp. Being a healer that's OP at the start of the season is always a little bit scary. But if the patch would go live the way that it is right now, Holy Paladin is very strong. Holy Paladin would be probably meta. But that's the thing, man. Mythic plus balancing comes a lot later. Blizzard isn't scared to make those twists. I mean, Blizzard buffed what? Blizzard buffed Guardian by like 200%, right? Like they buffed some of the abilities by 200%. If they'd done it for tanks, they could do it for healers if they really wanted to. But historically speaking, they haven't made crazy swings like that. They haven't made crazy swings like that. But I think the high... It's asking the 8-ball. It's asking the 8-ball.
Hey there. I'm missing the beagle. Nobody downstairs wagging their tail when I come in.
Come in here, look after the cats. Anyways, we'll see what we do tomorrow. We'll see what we do. There should be a video coming out. UI updates coming out.
My little Pablito was coming downstairs. He was wagging his tail. He was real excited.
It's just a dog. It's just a little dog. Anyways, take it easy, boys and girls. Have a good day, and I'll talk to you most likely tomorrow, the day after. New YouTube video coming out tomorrow. Take it easy. Bye.